Mets. First pitch, Freddie Peralta. Here it is. Let's go. Baseball season's back, folks. Freddie Peralta's ready to deliver his pitch. As a New York Met, his MLB debut. First pitch, it is going to miss outside, 1 ball and no strikes. We got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the New York Mets. Pittsburgh Pirates, New York Mets. Second pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. So we got O'Neal Cruz versus Freddie Peralta right now, where they faced each other a lot. Freddie Peralta coming from the Brewers in the Central, and Pittsburgh being in the Central. So 1-1 count. And let us see here. The 1-1 pitch from Peralta. It is going to get the zone, strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, shout out to everybody. Opening day is here. Baseball is back. And let's go, guys. 1-2. Let's go, Mets. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, it's going to miss 2-2. Throws him a slider. Baseball's back, folks. I am extremely excited. Baseball's back. I'm just happy to be able to see some baseball right now. 2-2 pitch from Freddie Peralta. Here it is. Didn't chase. Nice pitch. He threw him a curveball, but he laid off 3-2. Starting off with a full count. So, Pittsburgh Pirates, hey, they got Paul Skeens on the mound. And they also have, Pittsburgh has a better team this year. They spent more money this year. 3-2 pitch, fouled away. Gonna do it again at 3-2. Pittsburgh has a better team this year, and I expect that this team actually can make the playoffs this year. So, you know, we got a lot of expectations. It's not gonna be an easy game. 3-2 pitch, little check swing, and that is gonna be served to center field. So a leadoff base hit. And just like that, a 7-pitch battle, little check swing, but they were playing him really deep, really deep. And he did the swing that no hitter should do, but hey, it turned out to be a base hit. And O'Neal Cruz is really fast, and he can definitely steal like that and get into scoring position. Now we got who we got. We got from the Tampa Bay Rays. They traded for. Pickoff attempt, he's going to be safe at first base. So, folks, opening day baseball's here. Let's go, Mets. Paul Skeens is on the bump. Brandon Lowe, 31 home runs, 83 RBIs with the Rays, and he only played 134 games. Interesting right there. First pitch to him, it's hit high in the air. Carson Bench having his first opportunity. That's going deep. And it's gone. Wow. My goodness. Quickly, a 2-run home run for Brandon Lowe. Oh my goodness. That ball just kept carrying and carrying and carrying. Oh my goodness. Home run for the Pittsburgh Pirates. My goodness, what a quick oh my goodness, that was unbelievable. Like, that looked like a routine pop-up, and it just kept carrying. First pitch from Peralta to Reynolds, strike 1. My goodness, it just looked like a high pop-up. Carson Bench, I was saying his first chance, that ball just kept carrying on him. My goodness. 0-1 pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. So this Pittsburgh team is a better team. They're a better team. Pittsburgh, they are a better team this year. And again, this Mets team, they're going to have to play well. So it's 2-0 early, really early 2-0. Okay, so let us see. Pittsburgh, the fewest home runs last year, 117 in the majors, and they already got 1. 0-2 pitch from Peralta, swing and a miss. Peralta gets his first out as a New York Met, and he gets his first strikeout as well. So quickly, Paul Skeens has himself a 2-run lead, and Paul Skeens, how many times can we say that he had himself a lead last year? I don't know. Marcel Osuna's up. First pitch to him. Ha! Strike one. Hey, again, this Pittsburgh lineup, these first four hitters are respectable hitters, like good hitters. I don't know how they go after that, but Ozuna's a good hitter. Swing and a miss, strike two. So Peralta, man, looking at Peralta's face, you could see the shock. Like he was shocked that ball left the yard. Like I looked at him and he was shocked. 0-2, swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts. And Peralta has his first 2 outs as a New York Met. I don't know who's ever watching. If you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, leave your comments. Are you a Met fan? Are you a Pirates fan? Are you a baseball fan? Leave there. And look, another respectable hitter. O'Hearn, if I'm not mistaken, he came from the Angels. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. So they got the announcer on Peacock. Yeah, O'Hearn was with Baltimore, San Diego. So another solid pitcher there. 0-1 pitch, misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm excited that the MLB has ABS. ABS is absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. 1-1 pitch. Misses outside 2-1. So far, good start by the umpire. He's not missing calls to start off. Like I've been making videos in the World Baseball Classic. The umpires were extremely horrible. But 2-1 pitch, fouled away, 2-2. He's a strike away from striking out the side. Well, if you missed it, O'Neal Cruz with a check swing bloop single to center, which Luis Robert Jr. was playing very deep, very deep. Lowry, first pitch as a Pirate, hits a ball that looks like a routine pitch, routine pop-up. 2-2 pitch, strike 3. So Peralta strikes out the side. They get a 2-run home run though. The Pirates lead, and hey, Paul Skeens has himself a 2-run lead. Wow. So folks, I was a little bit behind on my broadcast, and now I'm fast forwarding it. We're already back. We're back now with Paul Skeens, Francisco Lindor. Boy, oh boy. Lindor's first pitch, high, 1 ball, no strikes. And we got the lineup for the Mets. Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Polanco, Robert Jr., Brett Beatty, Marcus Semien, Carson Bench, and Alvarez. 2-0, 3-0 count now to Lindor. 3 balls and no strikes. If you're Lindor here facing Paul Skeens, you gotta take. You gotta take. You gotta take. 3-0 pitch right now. Misses. Ooh. That was a ball, Blue. I mean, but it's a little too early to call ABS. Let's see. It's a ball, Blue. It's a ball, Blue, but it's a little... You can't risk calling ABS this early. You only get 2 challenges a game. If you miss one, 3-1, calls another strike. Full count. Blue, good job. Good start, Blue. My gosh. So, yeah, each team gets 2 challenges. Can you challenge those pitches? You can. But if you lose it, do you really want to lose your challenges in the first at-bat of the game? Now, this at-bat could change a lot because you're facing Paul Skeens. And, you don't want to let him get into a groove. I think you want to get him early. 3-2 pitch. Be ready here. Fouled away. They're going to do it again at 3-2. So it's 3-2. Look, it's a really nice start for the Pirates. They have themselves a lead. Lindor's numbers, 31 home runs, 86 RBIs, OPS 811, his batting average 267. Did he go? Ball 4. Way to go, Lindor. Lindor takes an 8-pitch at bat and gets on base. Way to go. Good check, good check, good check. Way to go, way to go. Let's go, Mets. See, that's the thing. I'm a Mets fan watching these games, and watching these games, I'm going to be extremely rooting for the Mets. So I like the World Baseball Classic, I was able to do it neutral. This is a different ball game. First pitch to Juan Soto. Juan Soto shows bunt. Strike one. Paul Skeens versus Juan Soto right now. Boy, oh boy. Juan Soto, 921 OPS, 7th in the MLB, 43 home runs in 2025. 0-1 pitch. He does a little Soto shuffle. 1-1. 95-mile-per-hour splitter. Look, I cheered for Paul Skeens in the last game I saw him pitching for Team USA. That's probably the only time I could cheer for him. Well, let me not say that. When he's against the Mets, anybody against the Mets, I'm cheering for the Mets. It's just the bottom line. 1-1 pitch. Soto fouls it past first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anybody against the Mets, I'm cheering for the Mets. That's just the bottom line. I'm a Mets fan, and I'm always gonna be rooting for the Mets. I mean, you know, that's just the bottom line. It's Mets all day on my part. It's Mets all day. So you know, that's not gonna change. 1-2 pitch. Soto fouls it away. So good at bats by this Mets team to start off this ball game. Really good at bats. They're fighting. They are, you know, they're making them work. They're making them work. They're not making it easy. So really, really good at bats to start off this game for the Mets. He's already thrown 11 pitches and no outs yet. 1-2 pitch. That is gonna be a bloop, and that's gonna be a base hit. And now the Mets, Lindor is going first to third. He's safe. Let's go. And here comes the Mets. Let's go. First and third. Soto with a bloop single, which again, they were playing him deep. It was a little bit in between. It went to center field, but in between center and right, more towards the center field. Lindor got a great jump, gets first to third. That was a really close play. Really, really close play. Was he out there? Ooh. Are they reviewing this? Are they? Bo Bichette, his first at bat as a Met. They're not challenging it. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. Bichette, let's go. Let's go, man. See, this is the thing. As a Mets fan, oh, boy. Oh, boy. As a Mets fan. Let's go, Bichette. Only 139 games last year because of injury. Hit .311, second in the MLB. First pitch to Bichette. Strike one from Paul Skeens. Look, I like the at-bats so far against Skeens. He's thrown 13 pitches, first and third right now, no outs. Of course, one he throws sinkers. He's gonna pound sinkers now, trying to get that double play. Pickoff attempt, and Soto safe at first. Did it hit him? That may have hit him. Let me see if it hit him. Nah. Paul Skeens. So a good start for the Mets. I like the ABs where, look, I'm a Pete Alonso fan. I'm a Nimmo fan. But more than the players, I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Mets fan, and that's just what it is. 0-1 pitch to Bo Bichette. Here it is. Hey! Strike two. The umpire is going pretty loud with his, hey! So, you know. Yeah, Bo Bichette, 381 with runners in scoring position. Hey, we got Star Wars in the building on YouTube. Star Wars is here. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, wow. Fouled off the hands. He got tied up right there. So we got Star Wars in the building. Shout out to Star Wars. Star Wars is opening day. Let's go. Yesterday, Yankees, Giants, Mets, first game. Let's go, Star Wars. 0-2 pitch. My wife's saying, let's go, Francisco Lindor. Bichette hits it well. The right fielder's there. O'Hearn, he's going to catch it. So Lindor is going to tag up, and the Mets are on the board. It is now 1-2. Bo Bichette, RBI sacrifice fly in his first AB. Hey, in this position, you're facing a tough pitcher. You made him work. And you put the ball in play. What you couldn't do if you were Bo Bichette was strike out. He put the ball in play. And he got himself an RBI. So let's go. Let's go, folks. Let's go, Mets. We got Polanco up right now. First pitch to him. Inside. 1 ball and no strike. Look, I like the approach so far. Now, Paul Skeens' control hasn't been great. I will give that. But I like the approach to start off this game for the Mets. They've been patient. and they've been fighting when they've gotten in counts where they need to protect. 1-0 pitch, Soto safe. Soto, hey, 38 stolen bases last year. You can be sure that he's trying to, if he could get a stolen base, get it. 17 pitches already for Paul Skeens. Look, he's a ground ball double play away from getting out of this. On YouTube, Star Wars, I want a good season. Me too. I want to see good baseball. 1-0 pitch to Polanco. Here it is. That is going to be fouled away. 89-mile-per-hour changeup. Yeah, Polanco. Look, again, I like Edwin Diaz a lot. Now, Devin Williams has to step up. I hope he gets a save opportunity in this game so we could see. I hope. Look, I'm going to go more into the Mets talk, but 1-1 pitch. Little bunt base hit. Pause. Let's go. This is why you got to put the ball in play, man. Let's go. Little swinging bunt by Polanco, and the Mets now have first and second. We got Star Wars Phillies lineup today is Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Bohm, Stott, Garcia, Marsh, Realmuto, and Crawford. Look, I like the pickup of Adolis Garcia. He was a player that when they won the World Series, Texas, he was huge for them. Huge. So he's a huge. If he could come through, Luis Robert Jr., first at bat as a Met, first pitch, swing and a miss on an 84-mile-per-hour slider, strike one. There's a lot of Mets having their debuts. Look, Luis Robert Jr. has had 2 down seasons in a row. But let's see if a season here, 1-1. Let's see if a change of scenery, change of being around different players. Let's see if this can help him succeed. As a in his career, in his Mets tenure. 1-1. That is hit well, but that is gonna go out of play. Yeah, not that hit well. Third base side. So now it's 1-2 count. Let's see his at-bats here. Paul Skeens, look, he's already up to 22 pitches. So I can be a little bit happy about that because they're making him work. So I'm 100% happy about that. You're making him work. You're making him have to throw pitches. And look, that's the scouting report. 1-2 pitch. That is going to hit. Fouled away, 98. I'm surprised he threw him a fastball there. That's what I'm saying. So, look, Paul Skeens, 23 pitches. Even if he gets a ground ball double play right now. Of course, I don't want that. But they're making him work. They're making him work. And that's good. Because you want to get into the bullpen. You don't want him throwing a lot of pitches. I mean, you don't want him getting to the 7th inning. 1-2 pitch. That is crushed, but too early. Oof. Look, I like the at-bats from the Mets so far. I like the at-bats. Oh, Star Wars, I don't know if you're watching the game. Phillies doing a rib day for Wheeler when he come back. Look, I want to go to a Phillies game. Even though I'm a Mets fan, so I know that the fans will haze me like crazy. Oh, let me see here. Got the Mets jersey on. Got the Mets on today. Oh, not jersey, but the Mets shirt on. We got the Mets shirt on today. You already know. So we got to represent. We're in Canada, Toronto, Canada, but Mets fan forever. 1-2 pitch. That is fouled away again. So, look, 99. Look, hey, Mets, if this is a foreshadow of what's to come, I like these at-bats a lot. If this is a foreshadow. Now, I get it. It's early, but I'm liking the at-bats. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. And takes it. 2-2. Hey, look, Mets fans, if this is a foreshadow of what's to come, this is good. 26 pitches. Look, has he been sharp, Paul Skeens? No, I'll give that. But they're laying off pitches. They're fighting away tough pitches. 2-2, fouled away again. Let's go. Let's go, man. I like the approach. And we're only at the 5th hitter. I like the approach so far. This is very, very good. 2-2 pitch is going to be coming. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Look, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. We're here. Baseball's back, folks. 2-2 pitch from Paul Skeens. Here it is. In the dirt, 3-2. Let's go, man. As a fan, how can you not like to see something like this? And it's not just been Luis Robert. It was Lindor. It was Soto. It was Polanco. It was Bichette. It's everybody. The first 5 hitters. So Mets fans, if this is a foreshadow, so this is really, really good. 3-2 pitch. Lays off. Bases loaded. Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Bases loaded for the New York Mets. Let's go. And we got a mound visit. Paul Skeens is up to 29 pitches. 29 pitches already. And they already got bullpen. They already got some action in the bullpen. Wow. But look, this Brett Beatty's up 1 pitch away, ground ball double play, it's over. The only victory will be the Mets got a run and they got 30 pitches. So now this is where people could put, oh, hold on. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. This is where the first thing can say, oh, Paul Skeens pitched in the World Baseball Classic. That's why. People, the news is, media is crazy. 0-1 pitch to Brett Beatty. That is hit well to center. Over the head of Cruz. Let's go. 1 run's in, Soto's in. 2 runs are in. And 3 runs are in. Let's go, man. We out here. Let's go, Mets, man. Look, that was a big misplay by O'Neal Cruz right there. Huge misplay right there. As you, yeah, Star Wars, look, that was bad defense by O'Neal Cruz right there. O'Neal Cruz, I'm sorry, you got to catch that baseball. He got a bad read. Bruh, Luis Robert Jr. almost overlapped Polanco. Wow. 31 pitches. Marcus Semien up. His first pitch, he hits a little blooper. Can that get a runner in? Oh my gosh! O'Neal Cruz, what is he doing? Oh my gosh, the Mets lead it now. 5-2. Let's go, man. A nightmare of an inning for O'Neal Cruz. And Paul Skeens is up to 32 pitches. Let's go, man. Look, this is a routine pop-up. And he just lost it in the sun. Beatty, could he have tagged? It was too shallow, but he just lost it. Wow, let's go Mets. We are up now to the rookie, Carson Benz. Wow, Star Wars, what a start for the Mets after getting down 2-0. Carson Benz, 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Benz, this is where, let me make a call to Benz in the plate. Benz, look. This is where now, settle in, Benz. You know, I know you feel the pressure. Settle in, Benz. You know, settle in. Shorten up. 0-2. Swing 3. Yes, swing 3. Swing 3. Strike 3. Swinging and missing. Wow. So, Benz, welcome to the MLB, Benz. You wasn't facing Paul Skeens type pitchers in the first inning. Wow. So 2 away. Paul Skeens is up to 35 pitches. Wow, 2 outs. I'm interested how they're going to score this. Alvarez is up. First pitch to Alvarez. Strike 1. Wow, shout out to everybody from TikTok, from Twitch, everybody. Opening days here. Baseball's here, folks. 0-1 pitch to Alvarez. Inside. Did it clip him? It got him. Wow. So the Mets now have first and second. And look, I'm loving the approach. I am loving the approach. Just nipped him. They just straight up nipped him. Now we got the top of the order. Paul Skeens is being pulled in the first inning. Wow. "37 pitches. Paul Skeens is being pulled. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. 37 pitches. They got Johan Romero. Look, why did they take him out? A part of it was his pitch count. 37 pitches in the first inning. Lindor. Oh my gosh. And it's a first pitch is just a pass ball. Oh my gosh. What a disaster of a first inning for the Pirates. Oh my goodness. The Pirates, after taking a quick 2-0 lead, they've just completely, not a good inning for the Pirates. Oh my God. If you told me the Mets were going to take Paul Skeens out in the first inning, I would say, no way. But they did it. Now, O'Neal Cruz didn't help him out. O'Neal Cruz gave some gifts. 2 gifts. One was ruled an error. Let me see if one was ruled an error. We're going to check how that was ruled. 1-0 pitch to Lindor. He walked in his first plate appearance. 1-0. Inside. 2-0. Wow. Unbelievable. Paul Skeens, look, you're going to be with the Mets soon. It's okay. You're going to be with the Mets very soon. You're going to be our starting ace. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. You know you're better than this. You know. 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. 2-1. Wow, folks. What a start for the Mets and the Pirates. Both teams. Wow. Paul Skeens, 37 pitches, 2/3 innings. 2-1 pitch to Lindor. That is going to be popped up. Shortstop, left fielder are there. That is going to end the inning. So the Mets, wow, what a first inning for the Mets. They get 5 runs. 5 runs. Let's go here. I want to check really fast. Let us see here. Wow, what an inning for the Mets. In no way or form was I expecting to see that coming. Wow. So, okay. Unbelievably, Lindor, okay, Soto got a hit. Polanco got a swinging hit. Beatty, they gave him a hit. And also Simeon. So, O'Neal Cruz's 2 balls to center field should have been caught. They were both ruled hits. Wow. Unbelievable. So let's see Let's see the line for Paul Skeens. 0.2 innings, 2 1/3, 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 K. 67.50 ERA. Yikes. But look, again, did the Mets make him battle? Without a doubt. The Mets made him battle. 100%. Like, all jokes aside, I really liked what I saw from the Mets at bats in that first inning. Like, I really, really liked it. Now, I will say this. I like the at bats. But Paul Skeens wasn't helped out. The Mets made him throw 37 pitches. O'Neal Cruz, it could have ended with maybe 30 pitches, but those 2 balls to center field doomed Paul Skeens, because we're talking about a sac fly tying the game 2-2. A sac fly turning the game 2-2 turned into a bases clearing double over the head. Mets lead 4-2. That right there is absolutely crucial right there. Wow. So what a turn of events. We're on a commercial break right now, folks. But look, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, everybody that's on Twitch. We're back now. We're in the top of the second. Look, my game is a little bit behind. I'm about to catch up. But first pitch is a strike to Peralta. 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2. So 2 quick strikes from Peralta. Hey, what a start for the Mets. Look, from Star Wars, people are already saying the Rockies are eliminated. Look, the Rockies are gonna surprise some people this year. They're gonna surprise. Do you think Philly's going to try Schwarber at first base? I'm gonna give you the answer. 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Gonna do it again. Do I think he would do it? Do I think they'll put Schwarber at first base? No, no way. If they trade Harper, then wow. 0-2 pitch, outside 1-2. If they traded Harper, first off, they're gonna get a haul. 1-2, misses 2-2. First off, if you trade Harper, you're gonna get a haul. The 2-2 pitch, strike 3. So Peralta has 4 strikeouts to start off his Mets tenure. 4 strikeouts. First pitch is a strike to Reynolds. Or no, to Horwitz, excuse me. Yeah, O'Neal Cruz definitely, he's feeling a lot of frustration at himself because 2 balls there, you just got to catch them. 0-1 pitch, hit to Marcus Semien, the Gold Glover there. Nice play, 2 away. So quick work to start off. Wow, O'Neal Cruz, that's a tough one. Strike 1 is the pitch from Peralta. Gonzalez is up, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So this is a way quicker inning. Peralta threw 20 pitches in his first inning, 9 pitches in this second. He's got 2 outs. He's a strike away. Do I think Schwarber should be at first? Look, I don't think so. Look, seeing Schwarber, this is the first time I rooted for Schwarber. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, that was filthy. Alvarez, what a play. What a filthy curveball. It turned out to be a swinging bunt right down the third base line, but Alvarez got to it and made the play. That's the end of the inning, folks. So we're going now to the bottom of the second inning. And look, the commercial breaks take some time. And what a good start. What a big bounce back inning for Freddie Peralta there. So watching Schwarber, man, Schwarber's literally, like, I've never seen him play first. I'm going to be honest. But he's already, 33, about to be 34? His body frame, it shows that he probably wouldn't be an athletic first baseman. If he would, they would have already had him there. But they didn't. So I prefer Harper at first, Star Wars. Like, keep Harper there. Keep Bryce Harper at first base. I don't think there's no way you can put Schwarber there. I don't think there's absolutely no way you can do that. Because you doing that is like, it's kind of problematic in my opinion. Absolutely problematic in my opinion. But hey, wait, baseball's back, folks. If you're watching us on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, put the comment section. Who is your team? Are you a Mets fan? I'm a Mets fan. As I say, we here. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Are you a Mets fan? Are you a Phillies fan? Star Wars is the Phillies plan. Are you a Yankees fan? Are you a Pirates fan? Are you a Blue Jays fan? I'm currently in Toronto, Canada, born and raised in New York, though. So you guys already know it's Mets all day. It's just the bottom line. Mets all day. Mets all day. That's just it. That's it. That's just the bottom line. Mets all day. Now, that first inning was an eventful first inning. I'm not even gonna lie. So look, we're in the bottom of the second. Soto's up. The first pitch to Juan Soto. It is going to get, that's a strike, but Blue calls it a ball nonetheless. Ball 1. I don't know, Star Wars. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about the challenge, but the thing is, Star Wars, 1-0 pitch. That is going to be hit to the first baseman. Fair ball. So Soto is retired. 1 away. The thing with this, you can't, if you're hitters, you got to get a feel for ABS. You can't just call the challenge every single, play, every single pitch. Of course, the absurd ones, then you want to call that. But, you gotta, right now is not a moment where I think that they should use it. Like that ball, first pitch was a ball to Soto. It was a strike, but it was called a ball. Bichette is up. Let's go, Bichette. First pitch to Bichette. Hey! Strike one. So that's the thing. I believe that the players are going to be in that position where they're trying to get a feel for it. You can't really use it in any situation. You have to, because you only get two. And if you mess up with one, you lose it. You get two a game. If you do good, you keep them. 0-2 or 0-1 is going to miss 1 ball and 1 strike. Paul Skeens. Talk about Paul Skeens getting taken out of the game. Wow. Okay, just really fast. So, Paul Skeens, unbelievable. 1-1 pitch to Bichette. It is coming. Here it is. Fouled away with a sweeper. Strike two. Folks, who are you a fan of? Are you a Mets fan? Yankees fan? What team are you rooting for? 1-2 pitch in baseball. Bichette lays off 2-2. Maybe there's some Blue Jay fans watching. I know Blue Jay fans. I've spoken to Blue Jay fans. Blue Jay fans are salty that Bichette left. All jokes aside. At least from the ones I've spoken to. 2-2 pitch. Oof. Swinging at a filthy pitch. That was out of the zone. Strike two. 2 outs. Jorge Polanco is up. He got a single in the first inning. A swinging bunt, if you want to call it a single. Swinging bunt. First pitch to him is going to miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So it is now a 2-0 count to Polanco. Two balls, no strikes. 3-0. So, folks, who are you rooting for? Yankees, Mets, Pirates. Who's your team in the MLB? Feel free, leave your comments. 3-0. 4 bases, base on balls. Mets have a base runner right now. Luis Robert Jr. is up. He had a really good at-bat in his first at-bat. That is going to miss low. 5 balls in a row. Can't believe it's regular season. I know, Star Wars. First pitch to Robert. Second pitch is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guys, I'm so happy that baseball is back. I'm really happy. 1-1 pitch to Robert. Pickoff attempt. And Polanco's back. So, unbelievably, Paul Skeens gets out of the game in the first inning. Pitching 2/3 of an inning. Unbelievable that we saw that. Mets are up 2-5 after getting down 2-0. 1-1 pitch. Robert hits a little grounder to the shortstop. Nice charge. Nice play. That is going to do it. So that's the side being retired. We are now going to the 3rd inning, folks. Look, we are going to go ahead now. I was a little bit behind in the game. I'm not sure if I caught up already. But let's see here where we're at now. Okay, the ads, the commercials, you know, they're going to take some time. But look, I appreciate all of you being here on Twitch, TikTok, on all of these platforms. You know, it means a lot to be able to have people there representing, watching. Shout out to all of you, you know. We're happy to have everybody here with us. And, hey, let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. I'm extremely excited that baseball's back. Yeah, we're on a commercial break right now. And can the Mets rebound from the collapse last season? The Mets, a horrible collapse last season, being at one point 21 games over 500. 21 games over 500. And, you know, being out and, you know, 21 games over. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. You know? Can they redeem themselves? 1-0 pitch. That is going to be a broken bat to third base, but it's going to go foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can the Mets redeem themselves? We're officially, like, we're caught up. I started the live a little bit late. Christopher Sanchez pitching today for who are the Star Wars? Who are the Phillies playing? Are they playing the Red Sox? No. The Red Sox are playing Cincinnati's playing the Red Sox. Who are the Phillies playing, Star Wars? We got Henry Davis up, 1-1 count. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Baseball's back, folks. Baseball's back. Let's go. And this is the question. Can the Mets recover? I mean, now, of course they can recover. They got a whole new roster. Like, they have a good amount of the core, but some important players from previous years are no longer here. 3 of them. We're going to talk about that in a minute. 1-1 pitch to Davis. Peralta has 32 pitches. Here it is. That is, ooh, boy. Blue, that's a strike. Yeah, see, I'm seeing the ABS, the first ABS is coming, but they play the Rangers. Okay. The ex-Mets, Brandon Nimmo's there. 2-1, hits a Bichette. Bichette's first goal. Makes a nice, not a nice throw by Bichette, but nonetheless, nice play by Polanco to get the out. 1 away. Oh, Blue Jay fans are already going to crash out. Crash out already in the sense of those videos of wah, 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 and all those meme sounds, because Bo Bichette, he made the out, but it wasn't a good throw by Bo Bichette, and he had a running start, so not a good throw. Bo Bichette, defensive run saved, -12, ranked last. Wow, that looks nice. First pitch to O'Neal Cruz, it is a ball, but umpire calls it a strike. So we haven't seen any challenges. Rangers, they're facing DeGrom. Eesh. Look, I'm a DeGrom fan when he's not pitching against the Mets. 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. So Peralta has definitely settled in ever since giving up a single to O'Neal Cruz and a 2-run home run to Lowry. He's retired, what? Retired now 7 in a row. 0-2 pitch to Cruz from Peralta. Here it is. Low, and he takes it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'm going to go, when we get to a next commercial break, I'm going to go over the games that are going to be happening today. And we'll go over some of the pitching matchups around the league. 1-2 pitch from Peralta. That's going to miss low. 1 ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a good call, Blue. It's low. That was no lie, that was pretty much the same pitch that Mason Miller struck out Perdomo in the World Baseball Classic USA versus DR. Pretty much a similar pitch. 2-2 pitch. Did he go? He did not go. So a nice at bat by O'Neal Cruz, getting down in the count 0-2, but working it back and being full. Star Wars, what's your prediction for the Phillies? What's their record going to be this year? You think they're going to win the division? What's your prediction for the NL East? What's the Phillies record going to be? 3-2, fouled away. I'm going to do it again. So O'Neal Cruz has had some good at-bats. Really good at-bats. He's make Freddie Peralta work to start off this game. So 3-2, he's made him work in both of his ABs. So Freddie Peralta's up to 40 pitches. 3-2 count. Here it is. Oh, challenge that. Come on, challenge that. We got a cap. That's a strike. That's strike 3. That was a strike 3. I'm already putting it. That's strike 3. Yeah, strike 3. Let's go. We got an ABS. Let's go. Look, MLB needed ABS. Why do I say so? Dang it, man. Like, look, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, they didn't have it. We've had times. This is a strike, too. All right, I'm going to talk about this on the break so I can stay focused on the game. But that was 100% a strike. Who tapped the helmet, though? Was it Alvarez? First pitch to low is going to miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 100% that was a strike. When I saw it hit the zone, I'm like, that's a strike. It just didn't look like a strike, to be honest. Best infield double play combo in MLB history. Who? 1-1. That is hit high. Did he take it out again? Low takes out again. Wow. Brandon Lau with another home run. This time, the solo variety. He has got Freddie Peralta's number. My goodness. You can see it already. This one was a no-doubter. Freddie Peralta, as soon as it left the bat, he just got on a knee like, really? Brandon Lau, wow. He is adding something to this Pirates team that we may have never seen. And look, Reynolds used to be hitting second or first. Putting loud, that's what I'm saying. First pitch from Peralta to Reynolds, strike one. Look, this Pirates team is going to be a better team. Now, they got to clean up the mistakes. They got to clean up the mistakes, without a doubt. But, you know, you got some good offense to start off. 0-1 pitch, misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So, from Peralta getting 2 quick outs, they've made him throw a lot more pitches, where his pitch count is up to now 45. I feel it's going to be good in the NL East, but the Phillies with the young players. 1-1 pitch. That is hit well. Robert Jr. is not going to get that. And Soto cuts it off. Good job by Soto to cut that off. So it holds him to a single. So really good. Hey, they're hitting the ball hard off of Peralta this inning. Pirates got the tying run to come and hit now. Marcell Ozuna. And Marcell Ozuna, he's been a player that's tormented the Mets when he was with the Braves. So, hey, Soto, really good job there. I have water here. I don't think I have any chips, so yeah, right. I wish I had Tostitos, but unfortunately, no snacks today. I was running late to get here for the live stream. I made it just on time. Pitch to Ozuna, strike one. Look, my prediction for the NL East. Look, the Mets haven't won a division since 2015. I believe they're gonna get it done this year. I don't know how, but I believe. 0-1 pitch. Misses high, 1-1. So, again, he got the 2 first outs, Peralta. They've made him work. So, I appreciate I'm a Mets fan, but I can appreciate what the Pirates have been doing, making him work. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Ozuna. He's a tying run at the plate. That is hit well to center field, but Robert is there with the sliding grab. Nice play. That's a really nice play by Ozuna right there. By Luis Robert Jr. Well, folks, 2 things. Okay, let me go. Okay, who's going to hit a home run today? At everyone. Schwarber, Harper, Garcia. Harper's hitting a home run today. After what he did in the World Baseball Classic, that epic home run. If you didn't see my reaction to that home run, you can go on YouTube. You can go on my platforms and check it out. You're going to see there my reaction to that home run. Up to that point, the U.S. was horrible in the game offensively. His home run gave me my only moment of the game. Only moment. Okay. So, my prediction, the Mets are going to win the NL East. NL East. That's my prediction. It's my prediction. I think it's going to happen. They haven't done it since 2015. I believe that this is going to be the year. Are the Mets going to win the World Series this year? Look, every year that comes, you want to believe in your team. There are some years where you're like, the talent. Unless they surprise people like 2024, you're not expecting nothing. It's just the reality sometimes. But, look, I expect the Mets to do great this year. Do I need to say that they need to win a World Series? I want to see the Mets win a World Series. I'm a Mets, Nets, and Jets fan. If you watch sports, you know very well, me saying those 3 names, those 3 teams, you know I've never seen a championship ever in my life. Because those 3 teams have been... The last time the Mets were in the World Series, 2015. They came close in 2024, but 2015. Last time the Jets were in the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl. I think they've only been to the Super Bowl 1 time. 1969 when they won it, the Joe Namath promise. I wasn't even close to being born. But 2011, 2010, they made it to the AFC Championship game, inches from the Super Bowl, but they couldn't do it. The Nets had Kevin Durant. They were a toe away, a foot size away from Kevin Durant hitting the 3 and beating the Bucks, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Last time I saw them in the finals, I was a little kid. 2021, 2022, and they got swept by the Lakers, lost in 6 to the Spurs. So I've never seen my teams win. We're back in the game now. I was supposed to talk about ABS. I'm going to talk about ABS. Brett Beatty's up. The first pitch to Brett Beatty. It is going to get the zone, strike 1. Look, the world baseball, look, how accurate is ABS going to be? I don't know. Sincerely, I cannot sit here and say ABS is going to be great. 0-1 pitch. That is going to be fouled away, strike 2. From what I see so far, it looks really, really good, ABS. It looks accurate. But all it's going to take for their broken bat, by the way, all it's going to take is some controversy with it for people to start hating it. Now, I like the authenticness of the game, the umpires, but look, some of the calls by umpires, look, the umpires forced this, in my opinion. Why? I get it. They're human. You're not going to be perfect. And it's hard being an umpire. But some of the calls were so brutal that for me, they had no choice. For me, 0-2 pitch, that's going to miss high, 1 and 2. Some of the pitches the umpires would call strikes was so bad. There was an umpire in spring training, a ball right down the middle. It was called a ball. 1-2 pitch. Brett Beatty fouls it away. Right down the middle. It was called a ball. I've even seen that in 2025 season. How in the world is that happening? So, was the umpire not looking? Were they looking this way when the pitch happened? It seems like it. And that's where I like ABS. I like it. Technology's advanced. Why not try it? Now, I know there's people that they don't like ABS. I'm for it just for the sake of some umpires have made some horrible calls. 1-2 pitch. Misses. 2-2. Good at bat by Beatty. Now, does that always affect? Not always. But look, the reality is, this is the reality. A 2-0 pitch, that's a ball, 3-0, now turning to 2-1, that changes a game. It changes an at-bat. 2-2 pitch, Beatty fouls it away, 2-2, really nice at-bat. That can change a game. 3-0 pitch, that's a ball, 3-0 is supposed to be a ball, 4-pitch walk, 3-1. That changes the game. Because now if the pitcher throws another strike and he throws strikes, so a walk turns into maybe an out. So, hitters, there has to be some. That's going to be taken inside. 98 miles per hour, 3-2. So a really nice at-bat by Brett Beatty. Man, both sides are having good at-bats. The Pirates are in this ballgame. This game's not over. Just because it's 3-5 or 3-2. Peralta he's been hit by low specifically. 3-2 pitch, Brett Beatty strikes out. Nice pitch. 1 away. So ABS, in my opinion, I like it because we're talking about some calls have just been absolutely horrible. You just got to have it. I'm sorry. Some calls have just been a disaster. Marcus Simeon's up. A gift of an RBI double to start off his first at-bat. That's going to be a strike. It looked like I got the outside corner. Star Wars, I don't think the Braves will be good. Look, the Braves pitching is going to be struggling this year from what we see. But Acuna, I don't know who, Riley, as long as they can stay healthy. 0-1. That is hit hard off the pitcher's glove. Marcus Simeon is going to have himself a base hit. Is going to get by the first baseman. And he is going to be at second base. You got to give him an infield hit for that. He's hitting the ball. He hit the ball really hard off of the pitcher's glove. You got to give him a base hit for that. But he gets the second base on the error. I'm curious to see how they're going to rule that. But you got to give him a base hit, in my opinion, there. Because the pitch, hit right off of his glove. He did have a shot. If he would have made a good throw there, if he would have made a good throw, he would have had a shot. I like when JT hit a inside the park home run on 1 year. Yeah. Him, you don't expect him seeing that, but to see him hit an inside the park home run, that's nice. Well, folks, rookie Carson Benj is up. He looked overmatched in his first AB. First pitch to him, misses inside, 1-0. He looked overmatched in his first AB against Paul Skeens. And, hey, I'm really happy he's up. I like seeing rookies make teams because you're giving them a chance, the future. 1-0 pitch to Carson Benj. Here it is. Good rip at that. Foul tips it to the catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike. Man, Paul Skeens, 2/3 of an inning, 37 pitches, 4 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. Now, what won't be in the stats, O'Neal Cruz, it wasn't ruled an error. 2 baseballs that he absolutely has to catch. He did not catch them. And from there, we see it changes the game a lot, you know? So Carson Bench, 1-1 pitch to him. Here it is. Good pitch. Strike 2. Yeah, Carson Bench had a really successful spring training. I didn't cover spring training as much. I was completely all in on the World Baseball Classic. I was completely in the World Baseball Classic. Now, with that being said, he had a good spring. 1-2, fouled away. He had a really good spring training, hit more than 350. Now, with that being said, you know, he's gonna be facing better pitching now. Spring training, you're gonna face some good pitchers, without a doubt. But you're gonna also face some pitchers that maybe are in his position. But for sure, he earned it. 1-2, fouled away again. Nice at bat here. Nice at bat. So shout out to Ramirez so far. He came in the first inning, bottom of the first, second and third. First and second, pass ball, second and third. He got out of it with 2 outs. Quick second inning, a little bit of trouble in this bottom of the third, but he settled it down. The Mets got 5 in the first. 1-2, swing and a miss. So Carson Bench has 2 strikeouts in his first 2 major league appearances. Hey, and this is the learning curve. It's the learning curve. 1 game is not going to define him. He's late on that. 1 game is not going to define him. And hey, he's in a tough position. He's hitting 8th though. What's going to make him successful is putting the bat on the ball. Striking now is not going to cut it. So, you know, but he's a rookie. It's his first game. Got to give him some slack here. So Francisco Alvarez is up. He's hitting 9th for this Mets team. The first pitch to Alvarez, inside, 1 ball and no strikes. So MLB on Netflix. Look, I like watching the games on the original TV providers, but okay, 1-0 pitch, strike 1. Catcher was bluffing like he was gonna throw to second. Look, I like how you call it. I like MLB on Netflix, not a lot, but look, the reality is some people don't like paying for subscriptions. So it's giving some people an opportunity to know baseball, and I get it. 1-1 pitch, that is hit high in the air. Left fielder Reynolds is there. He's got it, and that's gonna end the inning. So the Mets get a hit, but to no avail. We're 5-3, and we are now going to the 4th inning. So I made the point why I like ABS. MLB on Netflix, look, a lot of people don't like it, and I believe that I didn't watch it fully yesterday. I know that I heard that the MLB Netflix didn't have a great, you know, setup of it in the sense of the interviews. Some things people didn't like, but I like it. For example, boxing fights or WWE on. I never watched wrestling. Growing up, I used to watch the WWF when it was WWF. Then it changed to WWE. It was World Wrestling Federation. Now WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. So, okay, I used to like that. I used to love the WWF, WWE, ECW, WCW. I used to love that. Now, I stopped watching it. But it going on Netflix has given me where it's like, am I going to ever pay for pay-per-view of it or watch it? I don't. But it being on Netflix, hey, look, I would tune in. There's some boxing fights I won't pay for to watch it. I won't. But it's on Netflix. It's a fight I do want to see, but it's just not something that it's like, oh, I want to watch the fight, but I'm not a committed fan to it. Like NBA, NFL, and baseball, I'm willing to pay for a subscription more for that. but some things I'm not. I'm not willing to pay the subscription. Just being honest. Um, so I like it because it's giving people an opportunity to watch that would not be interested. And I like that. I like it. Apple TV, now a lot of people don't have Apple TV. I'm surprised that they chose Apple TV, but I'm not gonna be mad at it. So we're on a commercial break. Look, I'm gonna go in Star Wars before Justin Crawford makes his major league debut today here at CPB. What's CPB? What does that stand for? He and some family went to get a cheesesteak at Skinny Joe's. Justin's mom is vegan, so she asked for the cheesesteak with no meat. Wow. Look, Star Wars. The reputation is that Philadelphia has the best. I mean, it's in the title. Philadelphia, Philly cheesesteak. They originated. They have the best ever. Do you agree? Because I'm from New York. We go to the delis. I love the cheesesteaks from the delis. I love them. I love them. But you tell me what you think about the Philly cheesesteak. Look, we got other games online for today. Yesterday, Yankees and Giants. Giants got demolished. 7-0. First pitch from Peralta. Polanco takes it himself. One pitch, one out. Boy, I love when my team gets a one pitch, one out. I love that. I absolutely love it because it helps your pitcher. He's in the fourth inning, 50 pitches. He's at a fairly good pitch count. He could get to the sixth. He could get to the sixth inning without a doubt. He's in a position. Mets 5 runs in the first inning, most in a season opener in team history. So historic for them. First pitch to Trillo, strike 1 from Peralta. So we got Mets Pirates. As you see, this is the only game going on. Actually, there's another game about to start soon. What time is it, man? 2:33 Toronto time, New York time. I lose when I'm doing live streams, I forget about time because I'm just so locked in. So the White Sox and Brewers are about to start if they haven't already started. Let me take a look at that real fast. 1-1 pitch from Peralta. It's going to miss low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, so the White Sox and Brewers are actually playing. Look, the White Sox are going to be a better team this year. White Sox will be a better team this year. They're not going to be as bad. They're going to be a better team. 2-1 pitch. That is popped up, out of play, 2-2. So the White Sox are playing right now against the Brewers. It's 1-0. White Sox lead. Second inning. We got the Nationals and the Cubs. They're ending the first inning now. 3:05. All the times I'm going to say is Eastern time. Let's see the 2-2 pitch. That is going to be grounded to Lindor. Has to charge it. Makes the play. He got him. Nice play by Lindor. 2 away. Hey, Lindor came off of surgery. So he's good enough to be playing. You know, they put him in the lineup. He's played a spring training, so I'm happy for that. And, you know, last year wasn't a good defensive year for him. Let me give a quick shout out to T-Mobile. T-Mobile is a U.S. phone provider. They give you a free subscription of MLB, a free MLB.TV subscription. But you have to redeem it from, which just passed Tuesday, the 24th to the 30th. If you don't redeem in that window, it's over. 1-0 pitch, misses high, 2 balls, no strike. Shout out to T-Mobile. Shout out. I mean, the meme, shout out, because MLB subscription, woof, I'm excited to have that. Look, after this 2-0 pitch, I'll tell you a little bit more about some games that are to come Eastern time. 2-0 pitch from Peralta. He's at 57 pitches in this ball game. 2-0 pitch. Hit well to center field. Oh, no, left field. Soto's there. Soto makes the play. So a quick 1-2-3 inning, what he needed. We are going now to the bottom of the 4th inning. So, look, the Twins versus the Orioles. 3:05 Eastern time. We got Joe Ryan versus Rogers. I'm not sure who Rogers is. In the first game, Brewers versus White Sox, we got Murakami versus Misorowski. Hopefully I'm saying the names right. For the Nationals and Cubs, we got Boyd versus Lyle. Red Sox, you don't want to miss this. We got Garrett Crochet versus Abbott, the pitcher from the Cincinnati Reds, Andrew Abbott. We got from the Angels. Next game is gonna be Red Sox and Reds is one game. We got the Angels versus the Astros. We got Soriano versus Brown. If I'm not mistaken, Hunter Brown. And Soriano is Jose Soriano. After that, we got the Tigers versus the Padres, with Scooble is gonna be on the bump versus Nick Pavetta, the Canadian. 4:15, we got the Rays versus the Cardinals. We got pitchers that I've never heard of, Drew Rasmussen, and he is going to be pitching versus Matthew Liberatore for the Cardinals. Now, shout out to Star Wars. We got your team, Philadelphia's home. Philadelphia. Oh, Star Wars, look. I know you're a Phillies fan. I don't know where you're located. But Pittsburgh is also a team. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are two teams representing Pennsylvania. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Do you root for the Pirates, Star Wars? Let me see what you put here. It even know Hershey chocolate. Yeah, Hershey's Philly cheesesteak. Man, I haven't had a Philly cheesesteak for a while. I need to have one. Okay, one day I would love to go to every MLB ballpark. So 4:15, we got the Phillies versus the Rangers. We got Nathan Eovaldi, and he is going to be pitching versus Christopher Sanchez. Then 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, we got the D-backs versus the Dodgers, the World Series champs, the back-to-back World Series champs. We got, wow, I forgot about Zach Gallen returned with the Diamondbacks. There wasn't a lot of interest. I'm surprised. He went with them, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto is going to be for the Dodgers. Last game starting at 10 p.m. You can say the ALCS runner-up, Mariners versus the Cleveland Guardians. It's going to be Tanner Beebe versus Logan Gilbert. First pitch to Lindor is going to miss, 1 ball and no strike. Look, you got to give a shout out to oh no, they have a new pitcher. You got to give a shout out to Johan. Did he go? He did not go. 2-0. You got to give a shout out to the pitcher for the Pirates. He came in the bottom of the first in trouble. He gave them 2 1/3 scoreless innings. You got to give him a shout out because he kept the team in the game. 2-0 pitch to Lindor. Way inside, 3-0. Gotta take some water. I need some snacks, but unfortunately I don't got 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, that's a strike. So far, the umpire's been solid. He's been better than what I saw in the World Baseball Classic. In the World Baseball Classic, I saw complete disaster. 3-1, misses outside. Lindor walks again. New York has a leadoff runner on in front of Juan Soto. Stubbs had Stubbs DFA. I'm shocked by that. I'm really shocked by that. Wow. Yeah, Star Wars, now I'm going to be following more the transactions of baseball, and to everyone, I'm going to be following more the transactions. Soto's up right now. He's 1 for 2. First pitch, that is swinging and fouling it back, strike 1. Now, I covered the World Baseball Classic, and I was locked in from that, and I put all my focus into that from the 4th to the 17th. Ended in a disappointing way, USA winning, but hey, shout out to Venezuela. But now with the MLB, hey, we're here now with the Mets. Let's go. First pitch, 1-0 pitch, 0-1 pitch, misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So, look, I like this Mets lineup a lot. I really, really like this lineup a lot. They have good hitters. They don't have a ton of power, but look, the playoffs, is power important? Of course. 1-1, Soto swings and misses, strike 2. Power is important. Of course. But in the playoffs, you don't see teams hitting a ton of home runs. You just don't. You see the teams that put the ball in play, teams that have good approaches. You see those teams win, like the Dodgers. They have power hitters, don't get me wrong, but a lot of their hitters are also good hitters. Freddie Freeman's a power hitter, but he's not just a power hitter. Here is the 1-2 to Soto. Fouled away. Do it again at 1-2. Mookie Betts is a power hitter. Kyle Tucker's a power hitter. But these are also good. Shohei Ohtani's a power hitter. But he's also, these are hitters that they don't necessarily hit 210. They hit 270. Some of them hit 300. They're good hitters. Teoscar Hernandez. 1-2 pitch to Soto. In the dirt, he did not go. Good take, Toto. 2-2. The Dodgers. Boy, they're talking about the Dodgers now. And look, if there's a team that can do it, the Mets can do it. But a lot of things got to go right in that MLB season. Like the Mets design, they have a good team. But are they going to stay healthy? Is the pitching going to stay healthy? Last year, they were 21 games over 500. I watched the season. I saw the game where he got injured and Pete Alonso struggling to throw to first base. To toss to first base. Sorry, and to throw. 2-2 pitch to Soto. Here it is. Fouled away. Nice at bat by Soto here. Pete Alonso couldn't toss the ball to first base. Couldn't throw the ball. So I saw that game. They played, who they played? The Rockies. They were 21 games over 500. Single was dominating. Horrible pitch to first. Extended. He's out now and wasn't the same after. Pitching down 2-2. Takes 3-2. Nice pitch. Oh, it's 3-2. Would you send Lindor here? Look. I'd send Lindor here. I send him because the Mets offense hasn't gotten much going since the first inning. And you have Soto, a contact hitter. I would send him here. 3-2. Oh, he's pick over attempt to first. Crowd is booing there. You could trust Soto to put the ball in play. He doesn't strike out a lot. Yeah, I wonder who's going to pick up Stubbs as well, you know? 3-2 pitch here. Misses high. So back-to-back walks. Nice at bat by Soto after getting down in the count. Works it back. And the Mets have first and second with Bichette coming up. So Bichette is hitting and he's having some opportunities in this game. He's thrown immediately into the fire of, look, you got runners in scoring position. Can you come through for the team? He's getting those opportunities really, really fast. So I'm really, really happy about that. Stubb was on the Astros and Phillies. Surprised that they let him go. First pitch to Bichette, fouled away, strike one. Pitch is throwing hard, 98 miles per hour. Yeah, I don't know why a lot of Blue Jays fans are like, I mean, I get it. He left the Blue Jays. Now, I don't even know if they offered him a contract. News to me if they did. 0-1 pitch to Bichette. Swing and miss, strike two. So another hitter that gets up in the count, 0-2. Can he put him away? But Bichette is a good bat-to-ball hitter. And he hit 380, 311 last year as a season. 380 with runners in scoring position. Runner in scoring position, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Bichette has struck out twice in this game. And he swung at two pitches that weren't even close. His last two at-bats. So not a good start in his last two ABs for Bo Bichette. Not good pitches there, but hey, it happens. Polanco's up right now. First and second, still one out. It's a long season. That's the thing about baseball. Look, if I could live stream every Mets game, would I? Without a doubt, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. I'm not going to be able to live stream every one. So, pickoff attempt to second. He is safe. If I could live stream every game, would I? Of course I would do it. Let me make here. Let me see. Here is the first pitch to Polanco in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. Really nice block. Really nice block. Exactly what kids are taught. He just did it right there. He blocked it, looked for it, and he found it and set it himself up to throw. Just had to send a note for myself so I don't forget. Okay, so it's 3-5. The Mets scored 5 runs, knocked Paul Skeens out in the first inning. 1-0 pitch to Polanco. fouled back, strike one. Now, Bo Bichette's at bat. Look, I didn't like his at bat. He was swinging at the first pitch. When you have a pitcher that has walked 2 hitters, this is just me. I'm sorry, it's me. Now I get it. It's tough. Baseball's a tough sport. I like to take a pitch because you take a pitch, you give yourself a chance. 1-1, 2-1. And he's down 2-1. You swing at the first pitch. You swing at the second pitch. So if any of those pitches were borderline, you take it out of the realm where now you're just down 0-2. And now you're down 0-2, and now you have to protect. 2-1. That is hit well by Polanco. O'Neal Cruz makes the play, though. Nice play by O'Neal Cruz. That was hit really well. But it's going to be the second out of the inning. O'Neal Cruz makes a nice running grab. Yeah, he's having some trouble out there, though, with the sun. He's having a lot of trouble, which is not easy. But that's hit pretty well by Polanco there, though. Hit really, really well. Almost missed a home run by a few feet. He hit that ball maybe 365 feet. Right on that brink of, leaving the park. So, Luis Robert Jr. is up now. He's 0 for 1. Look, I've liked his at-bats. Swinging at the first pitch, strike one. So, this is the approaches where you have to, if you're the hitters, you got to... Bichette's at-bat was tough because you didn't get the runner over. That pop out or line fly out to center could have, if it would have runner got to third, scored him. Luis Robert, did he go? He did not go. 1 ball, 1 strike. So this was small ball. So Bichette, look, my advice, what I would do, take a pitch. If it's a strike, then maybe it's just not your day, which happens in baseball. But 1-1 pitch to Roberts. Swing and a miss. It looks like this pitcher Montgomery's read a scouting report on Robert. He's throwing him a lot of breaking balls. 1-2 pitch. 1-2 pitch, foul tipped. Threw him another curveball. That's going to be foul. He could not go to minor because we don't have an option left. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's the thing. When you option players in the MLB, it's tricky because you can't just option somebody and that's it. It's things. There's rules to certain things. 1-2 pitch to Roberts. That is hit well past the shortstop. Lindor, they're sending him home. There's going to be a play at the plate. No, it's not. The Mets get themselves another run. Let's go. Luis Roberts, RBI single, and the Mets now lead this ball game 6-3. Let's go, man. Nice approach there, man. Luis Roberts, look, it's one game. Every hitter gets into a slump. It's baseball. But to start off his first 3 at-bats, really good at-bats by Luis Robert Jr. And I'm emphasizing it with him because he had a season 2 years ago with the White Sox where he hit 38 home runs and all-star season. His last 2 seasons have been down. But look, this is a real thing. Not for everybody. 0-0 pitch to Brett Beatty, fouled away. Look, this is a real thing. When you're on certain environments, sometimes you could be a good player. Sometimes. But you kind of lose that motivation because you're like, damn, people don't even care or we're losing. It's like the life gets sucked out of you. 0-1 pitch. Brett Beatty takes a ball. 1-1. So I get it. Now, whereas you go, I don't know in 2015, the Yoenis Cespedes trade. I don't know if what team he was on. I need to check that out. But he went to the Mets, a contender, and he just put them over the top. 1-1. Misses outside. 1-2. I just saw Polanco with some Oakley glasses on, so shout out to him there. Man, that's pretty cool if the players wear glasses during the games and they can capture the moments. I don't know if they're allowed or there's rules against that, 2-1 pitch to Brett Beatty. Misses low, 3-1. So look, the Mets have been having some really good at-bats. Now, this game has been going pretty slow as well. We're already at 2:51 New York time. The game started, first pitch was 1:15? We're only in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. So the runners are going to get a start. A base hit, a double, could score both runners. Now, the argument with Luis Roberts, can he stay healthy as well? I hope so. Because he could be a game changer for this Mets team. 3-2 pitch. Strike three. Got him. Just fooled him. Fooled him. When I say fooled him, he fooled him because he was throwing a lot of breaking balls and he just threw him a strike route down the, or fastball right down the middle. But hey, if you missed it, the Mets get one more run. We are going now to the top of the 5th inning. McCutchen is still playing and starting for Texas. He's 39. Unreal. Look, shout out to him. Shout out to him because, look, I'm 34 years old. I'm playing baseball. Now, I'm not playing professional baseball, but I'm playing baseball. I'm playing in a men's league and I'm playing in a dome league. And for my age, am I going to sit here and say I feel like I feel when I was 20? No. I don't remember how I felt when I was 20, to be honest. But for my age, I still feel good. Now, does bat speed slow? Do you slow down? Without a doubt. But look, we're seeing LeBron James at age 41. And basketball is a sport where you're running even more. You know, he's playing, he's running up and down the court. So I gotta give a shout out to that, you know. So, you know, shout out to that in that regard. So I mean, you know, what can you say in that regard? You know, it's interesting stuff right there. I'm gonna change here one of the things there. Put some MLB news for everybody. You see there, MLB news at the bottom. Let me put it for people on. You don't like West Coast games? Yeah, West Coast games are tough because to stay up for those games, it's not easy staying up for those games. Staying up for the West Coast games is definitely not an easy thing. Peem, can you bring me like a, I don't know, like a Kellogg's snack, please? I need a snack. I'm hungry. I had a small breakfast. I had pancakes, but that was at like 9:30ish. It's 2:53. I didn't get to eat lunch. I don't want to eat lunch on the live stream. So, you know, I'm trying to stay committed and stay dedicated and not, you know, eat on the live stream. But definitely I'm hungry right now. Nah, I'm good for that. Let me show you this real fast. My wife, I won't spill them. My wife, what are these called?
Mousse cakes. Mini mousse cakes.
My wife with her mini mousse cakes from Costco. What flavors?
Mango, chocolate, and strawberry.
Mango, chocolate, and strawberry. I'm just not a big fan. Now she asked me to try it. I told her I don't know because there's some things that I tried and I'm just like,
Which one do you want?
take both of them, please. 0-1 pitch. That is going to be blooped to center in front of Carson Bent or in front of the right fielder. So the Pirates have themselves a leadoff base hit. You know, I'm hungry. I want to eat some food. I just don't, unfortunately, I don't have right now. I mean, I have food ready. I just don't want to eat on the live stream. I don't want to eat on the live stream. I prefer to eat after it's done. And unfortunately, you know, I'm going to have to wait some time. I'm going to have to wait some time. Here is the first pitch to Davis. Grounded. Past Bichette. And that's going to get by him. And he may score there. If Soto, yep, he's scoring. So, oh yeah, he's scoring. That's going to be a double there. So the Pirates, Pirates cut it, the lead. They get the run back 2 pitches into the inning. And the Pirates cut the lead back to 4-6. And look, Peralta hasn't been sharp. Yeah. Bo Bichette was off the line, which I'm surprised that they put him off the line with a righty hitter. But, you know, I mean, I guess. But, hey, the Pirates, they're in business. They got the tying run at the plate. O'Neal Cruz. And, boy, would he love to get Paul Skeens off the hook. Would he love to do that? So, the first pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss, strike one. Look, Peralta hasn't been sharp. He's given up 4 runs. He's given up 2 home runs, a 2-run home run in the first inning to Lau, which is on deck. You don't want him to come up with more trouble. You don't want him to smoke with him 0-1. But imagine him hitting another home run, a 3-home run game in his first game. Now, I'm going to have this as a snack. Kellogg's pastries. It's not really filling, but it's what I have right now. I wish I had some chips, but hey, 1-1 count. That was a ball. Let's see the 1-1 pitch. Hey, the Pirates, One swing, tie this game up. O'Neal Cruz makes up for the error. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hey, look. If you're Peralta, you got to really change up the pitch sequence to Lau. You got to, because he's been tearing you up, and you cannot let him beat you, you know? Now, but this Pirates lineup, as I said, they are a better team. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Nice pitch right there. Peralta hasn't been sharp. 4 runs. All of them are earned. 65 pitches in the 5th inning. Could this be his last inning? It could be. But it depends on how he gets through this. If he could get through this, maybe around 75 pitches, he could come out for the 6th. 1-2 pitch. Misses low. 2-2 pitch. So already we're seeing a better Pirates team. And hey, I'm happy. It's good for baseball. Lau is 2 for 2. 2 home runs. 3 RBIs. And he was traded from the Pirates. And that's a big pickup there. Traded from the Tampa Bay Rays. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And he lost the bat. Oh my goodness. 6 strikeouts for Peralta. Whoa, what happened there by O'Neal? It was like a defensive swing and he just lost the bat. Yeah, they had to put those nets. They had to put those nets there because the fans, imagine a fan getting hit with a bat. It's happened. That stuff hurts. That stuff right there is no joke. Hey, I'm curious to see what Peralta's gonna do here against Lau. First pitch, grounded. He gives him a changeup, fouled away. I'm curious. You got to retire him here. Brandon Lau, he's been huge for this team. Huge. Let me take on. 0-1 pitch to Brandon Lau. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch. Hey, you got to put him away down now. Put him away. So I was at the point with McCutchen. Look, I'm 34. I'm playing baseball, and I feel good. I don't remember how I felt when I was 24. Of course, I'm sure I felt better when I was 20, 24, etc. But I still feel good, you know? Still feel good. You know, I wanna play. So McCutchen, I'm happy for him playing. Now, MLB's a different story. 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hey, if you're Peralta, you got to limit the damage. Got to limit the damage. You can't give up a lead. 1-2 pitch from Peralta. Here it is. How are they going to try to get him out? Fouled away. He's having really good at bats. Really, really good at bats. So, Peralta trailed 2-0. 2-0. Quickly, the Mets or at a deficit. The Mets get 5 runs off Paul Skeens. Peralta gave 1 back, so another home run. 6-3 lead. Peralta gives another 1 back. So come on, Peralta, let's go. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Nice block. Skipped it. 2-2. Hey, Brandon Lowe is having some major league professional at-bats. I mean, his at-bats are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, his at-bats. I mean, really good. People were expecting this to be a pitcher's duel. 2-1, 1-2, 1-0. People expected that. And this game has turned out to be 2-2. I mean, 6-4 right now. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. In the dirt. He's not having confidence to throw a pitch in the zone. Full count. He's not having confidence to challenge him. He's trying to get him to chase. Star Wars. Joel Embiid taking shots at O'Neal Cruz after his disastrous first inning in center field. What did Joel Embiid say? Look, Joel Embiid needs to focus on staying healthy. That's what he needs to be focused on. He should not be coming at O'Neal Cruz. Simple as that. 3-2 pitch. First time he's going to retire him. Marcus Semien makes the play. That's going to get the runner to third base. But finally, he retires Brandon Lowe. Finally. The Rock has come. Finally, they retired him. So, 2 away. Can Peralta get out of this with a 2-run lead? It's a really good pitch there. Kept them out in front. Got now Reynolds, which is another good hitter. 0-2 first pitch. Strike one. Did I get the zone? I'm going to see a lot. I'm going to make a comment about the ABS. Let me see after this 0-1 pitch. At this rate, I let Peralta come out for the 6th. I will let him come out. Unless he just has a disaster of his last pitches here. 0-1. Fouled away. Strike two. The ABS. A lot of... Oh, Tobias Myers is in the bullpen. His teammate. From his teammate on the Brewers. So, wouldn't that be cool? And Tobias Myers, I think they're going to bring him in the 6th inning. Just being honest. 0-2 pitch. Here it is. In the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doesn't strike. Doesn't swing. The ABS, teams are not gonna waste those challenges unless it's absolutely egregious, especially early in games. It's still in the middle of the game, but pitchers are gonna hitters. We have one challenge so far, which was correct, a strikeout, which was called a walk, and in moments like that, I believe that's good. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. Doesn't get him to chase. Yeah, this is going to be Peralta's last inning. He's at 78 pitches. I don't see them pushing him anymore. Personally, I don't see them. I see Mendoza saying, look, you did your job. You don't have it fully. Let Myers come into this ball game. 2-2 pitch. Let's see the 2-2 pitch here. I like the pitch clock in the MLB as well, too. Just being honest. We got a timeout. Two in the dirt. Yeah. Peralta's not trusting his fastball right now because he got up 0-2 and he's not challenging the hitter. He's trying to get him to chase. 3-2, and you can't walk here. If he walks him, he may even get taken out now because his velocity is dropping as well. He steps off. Disengagement there. Oh, we got the catcher. Francisco Alvarez is going to go take a mound visit. Boy, oh boy. Baseball's back, folks. Yeah, exactly. Embiid needs to worry about basketball. What did he say, though? What did he say? Star Wars. Hey, can we get out of this inning? Can the Mets get out of this inning right now? If he walks him, I think they're going to take him out for sure, Mendoza. I don't think they'll leave him in. Especially against Osuna. I don't think they're going to leave him in. You got this pitch here, Peralta. And you got to challenge him. Throw a changeup, but throw it for a strike. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. So that's it, folks. Peralta, I'm almost guaranteed that his day is over. He's done for the day. At his 79th pitch. So, folks, baseball's back, folks. And you guys have no idea how excited I am, how happy I am. And we're at a commercial break right now. So what I'm going to do, I am going to go, since we're at a commercial break, I am going to go, let me see another game that is currently going on right now. Let's see here. Where's MLB app? Okay, let's see what game is going on right now. If the time were to start, I will cover a little bit of the Phillies game. The Brewers quickly respond. They lead now 4-1 versus the White Sox. So that right there is absolutely huge for them. They were trailing 1-0. Let us see here real fast. Let's make that adjustment. We're just logging in to my MLB there on the TV. Let's do it here. I'm gonna log in real fast to my MLB provider. Let's type here. Man, I don't know about all of you. I forget a lot about my passwords. Like when I say that I forget a lot about passwords, I mean it. Like, man, like it is unbelievable how much I forget about passwords. Serious. Like I make a password and it's just like moments later because I don't use it every moment. I just forget it. And it's just like, oh boy. No joke. All right, so we're not gonna be able to go to the MLB game. I have to log in. I'm gonna have to get my password afterwards. What? We're just gonna stay with the Mets game for now. Um, hey, it's been a good game so far. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. We're gonna have, if I'm not mistaken, we are going to have Marcus Semien to lead off. Yes, the game is back on. First pitch to Semien, strike one. Umpire's like, oh. Cruz gotta get ready to learn to DH. It's a tough one there because he's an electric player, but yeah, his defense 0-1 misses 1-1. He's an electric player, but yeah, I mean, he's fast too. He just got to be better at center field. He had a lot of errors. The Pirates as a whole. 2-2. That ball's hit pretty well, but O'Neal Cruz is there. Makes the play. Yeah, O'Neal Cruz. I'm sorry. I'm just not liking how he's looking out there. He's just not looking confident out there. He's not looking confident. He's not looking comfortable out there. He's not looking like, you know, he's not looking like he's comfortable. I mean, that's just the best way to put it. We got Carson Bench. 0 for 2. He's facing his third pitcher in the MLB. First pitch is going to be fouled away. Strike one. Let's go, Bench. It's going to be tough, buddy. But, hey, Bench is 23 years old. College in Oklahoma State. 19th overall pick in the MLB draft 2024. 16th ranked prospect. He hit 363 in spring training. That's really good there. 1-1 count. Takes a ball. Hey, he's going to have to get himself into a hitter's count, too. You can't get into a hitter's count when you're always swinging at the first pitch, neither. 1-0, 1-1. That is going to be fouled away, or is it? Yes, fouled away. And, oh, how about this news? Talking about Joe B. Star Wars. How about this news? Tommy Pham signed to a minor league deal by the Mets. Wow. 1-2 pitch. Did he go? He did not go. 2-2. How about that? Tommy Pham, a minor league contract with the Mets. Unbelievable. After this pitch, I'm going to take a moment there. I got to update some of my social medias. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Going to do it again at 2-2. How about that? Tommy Pham, the guy that left the Mets and then went on to say that their culture, their culture pretty much sucks. 2-2, way high. 3-2. So he has his first 3-2 count as a major league hitter. And hey, I mean, this doesn't mean that the pitcher is gonna throw a strike. It doesn't mean that. But I mean, let's see. 3-2 pitch, fouled away again. So nice that bat by Carson Bench. Hey, if you're in his position, you don't want to strike out again. You do not want to strike out 3 times in your rookie game. Boy, would he love a home run. Nice timeout right there. He calls a timeout right there. So it's a full count. Montgomery's in the game, 37 pitches. Shout out to the Pirates bullpen. They've given up 1 run so far, but they've kept the team in the ball game. 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Inside, and Carson Bench is on base with his first base on balls as a major league player. Now, without a doubt, we are going to see some electricity where I believe they're going to send him. Are they going to send him on the first pitch? Probably not, but we're definitely going to see an opportunity where he's going to run. So we have a pitcher's mound. Is it going to be a pitch? Nope, we're going to have a pitcher's change right now. So, yeah, let us do that here right now. Let us see here really fast. Getting some comments. I got a comment from one of my friends. You got the Mets. I'm responding there. You already know I got the Mets. Offense is a shocker, though. Offensive game, though. Paul Skeens being knocked out in the first inning. Who would have thought that would have happened? So, hey, folks, we're here. Mets chase Paul Skeens in the first inning. You already know that's going to be You already know that that's gonna be how can I say? That's gonna be news there. You already know. Folks, I'm gonna keep talking to you. I'm not looking at the camera now. I'm just updating my work, my social media pages. We're on a commercial break, pitching change. Mets are leading this game 6-4. Paul Skeens got a standing ovation. Hey, look. Paul Skeens or Tara Skubal could be coming to the Mets at one time. After what the Pirates did this year, if they don't compete, you could see them telling, look, we gotta, he may not want to stay on the team. That's just the reality. It's just the reality of things. People want to win. People don't want to go to teams and lose. Now, there are some people that they are completely committed to their team. Completely committed. And, you know, gotta see there. But first, man, I'm putting a bunch of stories on my Instagram. If you don't have me on Instagram, you can follow me at Higher Expectation Sports. I'm putting all of these here. We got the first ABS challenge. Yeah, I gotta update throughout. So we're back. Isaac Matson is back in the ball game. He's gonna be the third Pirates bullpen pitcher, the fourth pitcher. Paul Skeens, in case you missed it, he did not throw. He didn't even complete an inning in the game. First pitch to Alvarez. Here it is. Right down the middle. Strike one. Look, for me, I think you got to send Carson Benz. Give him a chance on the base pads. Here is the second pitch. 0-1 pitch. Strike two. Down the middle pretty much. 0-2. So quickly 0-2. Pittsburgh is down 4-6. Bottom of the fifth inning. 1 out. Man on first base. Carson Benz. 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Nice pitch there. Lucas Bebro, a 10-year-old Memorial Children's Hospital patient from Delaware, will throw out the ceremonial first pitch alongside the cardiologist, Dr. Mark Kartowski. The first pitch will be thrown. Star Wars, you are the Philadelphia Phillies news guy. You never fail. You always know what is going on with the team. Shout out to Star Wars. 0-2 pitch coming to Alvarez. Here it is. That is going to be a base hit to right field. And the Mets are going to have now first and second. Look, Alvarez being the ninth hitter, it takes some pressure away. But it also makes him understand, look, Alvarez, this is the year to stay healthy. But along with that, the year where the bat has to show up. Are you expected to hit 330? No. But Alvarez was the number one prospect in baseball at one time. Not in the Mets. In baseball. Lindor's up right now. First and second, 1 out. That is going to miss outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Francisco Lindor, 0 for 1 in the game. 2 walks, 2 runs. So, Soto's on deck. I like this Mets lineup a lot. 1-0 pitch. Here it is from Matson. That is going to be a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Mets are having opportunities in this game. Opportunities to get more runs. And I don't think they're going to win this game 4-6. I think they're going to need maybe 7 to 8 runs, personally. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Lindor. Good pitch, but takes it outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So, Alvarez, look, you don't have to hit 300, but being the number 1 prospect in baseball, you got to show up, man. I know being a catcher is not easy, though. 2-1 pitch. That's going to be 3-1. Do you give Lindor the green light? You give him the green light, but at the same time, look, bases loaded Soto, I take that. I take bases loaded Soto. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. It is coming right now. Here it is. Misses outside. So Lindor walks for his third time in this ball game. And the Mets have the bases loaded. 1 out. Juan Soto's coming up. Juan Soto, please let me see some of that DR energy in the World Baseball Classic. You got some Dominicans on the team. You got Roberts there. You got Freddy Peralta. You got them there. Let's go. Let's go, Soto. Soto getting off to a good start is important for this Mets team. Last year, he wasn't off to it took him time. But, you know, he finished off with some amazing numbers. But Soto in clutch moments, this is a clutch moment. 2-run lead, you have a chance to give, for the minimum, get a sacrifice fly. The minimum. It can't be no weak. Here's the first pitch of Soto, 1 ball, no strike. It can't be no, you know, those little weak swinging balls hit and it turns out to be a double play or minimum. You got to get at least a sac fly. Soto, we looking at you. Let's go, Soto. 1-0 pitch from Matson. Here it is. Misses outside again. 2-0. No Soto shuffle yet. We got a Soto shuffle in the first inning, but hey, let's go. Let's go, folks. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. Let's get it, fellas. Let's get it, fellas. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to everybody from the Mets, from the Pirates fans, whoever's coming into this live stream on Twitch, MLB, TikTok. 2-0 pitch to Soto. Bases loaded. 1 out. Helps out the pitcher. Swings at. He was trying to hit a grand slam right there. 58 minutes of the Phillies game. Let's go. Star Wars. Baseball's back. Baseball's back. Soto helped the pitcher out there. It was supposed to be 3-0, but it's now 2-1 count. 2-1 pitch. Here it is. That is hit. Base hit. Past the shortstop who was shifted. 1 run's going to score, and that's it. And the Mets now lead this ball game 7-4. The runners stay the same because only 1 runner scores. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. And the thing is with this, we have not seen 1 home run from a Met. No home runs. But hitting the ball hard, hitting the ball the opposite way, you know, playing small ball, and now Bichette, look, Bichette, where my phone at? Oh, Bichette, take a pitch. All right, he heard me. Let's see if he's gonna hear me. 0-0 pitch to Bichette. He takes a pitch. There you go. Even though the pitch wasn't even close, but Bichette takes it. Let's go. 1-0. Now, if you want to swing here, it's cool. Even though the pitcher's throwing a lot of balls, I would say that. But let's go, Bichette. Let's go. 1-0 pitch to Bichette. Here it is. That is gonna be fouled away. Look, I'm not mad at that. Take the first pitch, though. Take that pitch. But what you can't do is now you're down 1-2 or 0-2 and then you're chasing. The 2 strikeouts he's had, uncharacteristic. Pressing. Trying to protect the play, which I get it, but swinging at really, really bad pitches. 1-1 pitch to Bichette. Here it is. Way high. He lays off. Way to go. Way to go. 2-1. That's what I'm talking about there, Bichette. Let's go. You can comment where you're watching from, what team you're rooting for, who you're rooting for, which team. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, Mets. 2-1, bases are loaded. The Mets have a chance to blow the game open. Can they do it? 2-1 pitch to Bichette. Bichette. Come on, Bichette. You're swinging at pitches that are not you. These are not you, Bichette. He swung at pitches 3 times. This is 2-2. He didn't strike out. But he's swinging at pitches that it's like, Bichette, come on, Bichette. That's not you, you know? It's not you, Bichette. Look, I want Devin Williams to pitch in this game. Do I even want him to be in a save opportunity? I do. I kind of do. 2-2 pitch to Bichette. Here it is. Fouls it off. But it was in the hands. I don't know how he made contact on that. He swung at a ball. So far he's swinging at balls. Have you heard the song made by Geoff Moore, And the Distance? I haven't. What's the name of the song? Is it And the Distance? I haven't heard it though, honestly. 2-2 pitch to Bichette. Fouled away. Okay, so good at bat. Good at bat. Let's go, Bichette. Let's go. Look, you can't strike out. If you strike out here, that's 3 strikeouts on opening day. That's uncharacteristic. Put the ball in play. Come on. Now, do you want to double play? Of course not. Put the ball in play like the first at bat. Sacrifice fly. Let's go. Put the ball in play, Bichette. Let's go. Let's go. 2-2 pitch. Man, imagine playing in front of 40,000 fans, 35,000 fans. 2-2 pitch and people watching. That is fouled back again. So this is what I'm talking about, Bichette. Making them work. This is what I'm talking about. After an at-bat like this, if you strike out, it happens. But the first two strikeouts were just like, quick up and down, like nothing but fastballs in this pitch sequence. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back, and he threw him his first breaking pitch, was a changeup, off-speed pitch. It's called home run. I haven't heard it. I'm gonna have to see to check that out. Yeah, to be a hitter, and you know, the pressure of being a hitter is not easy. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Wow. Look, he's swinging at some balls. He's swinging at balls without a doubt. Hey, for my Mets fans, Howie Rose, this is his last year in the booth. He is on his farewell tour. Wouldn't it be amazing if the Mets could win a World Series on the year he's going out? Geoff Moore and the distance home run. I gotta check it out. Star Wars. 2-2 pitch to Bo Bichette. Here it is. That is fouled away again. They're gonna do it again. Let's go. This is the 11th pitch. 10 pitches in the at-bat, 7 foul balls. The 11th pitch is coming right now. Two pitch. Here it is. They're set. That's the hard thing about pitching or hitting. Here it is. 2-2. Fouled away again. My goodness. We have a marathon going. Yeah, it's 3:23 right now. If this game were to go to 5:20 p.m., I'm going to have to cut off the live stream. But other than that, I'm good. But, wow. Unbelievable. This is a marathon right here. 2-2 pitch to Bichette. Here it is. Hit. Fouled again. My gosh. Wow. What an at-bat by Bichette here. What an at-bat. Still bases. Look, there's no moral victories. You strike out here, I mean, you strike out 2-2. Here it is to Bichette. Strike 3 again. Oh, Bichette. Gosh, Bichette. I'm not mad that he struck out. I'm mad at what he's swinging at. He's swinging. Okay, 3 of Bichette's strikeouts. All 3 of them have been on balls way out of the zone. Way out of the zone. And that's not good, Way out of the zone. Really good at bat, but really out of the zone, I get it, though. Oh, first pitch to Polanco, 1 ball, no strikes. Can the Mets get some more insurance? 1 run, 2 runs, it would mean everything right now if they could just get 1 more run. Can they get 1 more run in this ball game? 1 for 2, Polanco is. Here it is. Misses low, 2-0. Look, if you're Polanco here, do you take 2-0? I think you gotta. Only reason I say you gotta take is because he's working a lot. I would take. Because 2-1 is still a hitter's count. 2-0. I'm giving the red light. Let's see what he does here, though, because he's an experienced hitter. 2-0, 3-0, not even close. Now you better take. Now 2-0, I can understand if he swung, but now 3-0, you absolutely better not swing at this baseball. 3-0. Come on, take the walk. If he walks a runner in, you take it. You take it. Let's go. 3-0 is the count. We got a mound visit, folks. No, not mound visit. Step off. 3-0 pitch. Matson is set. Here it is. 4 balls. Wow, let's go. So another run for the Mets. The base is still. See why Bichette had a really good at bat. But he did see a lot of balls. And he wasn't able to lay off those balls. So I was surprised by that. I'm a little surprised by that with Bichette. You already know a Blue Jay fan or some fan from Toronto, they're gonna pitch to Robert Jr. Oof, off the catcher's, I mean off the umpire's mask. Strike one. You good, Blue? Hey, Blue, you good? All right, he good. That's tough right there. Bichette, somebody without a doubt spent $43 million for this. Somebody's gonna put the throw to third base. Let him make an error in this game. Oh my gosh, somebody's gonna make the highlight reel of his era. 3 strikeouts because they mad that he left the Blue Jays. My goodness. 0-1, way up high, 1-1. My only thing with Bichette's strikeouts, it's not that you strike out, it's that you've chased the same pitch 3 times. So that's showing that he's anxious. Really, really anxious. And that's not a good thing. It's not good to be anxious. So 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Check swing. Guess by the pitcher. And he's going to be safe. Let's go. An excuse me swing by Luis Roberts. It gets by the pitcher. The first baseman had to get it. The pitcher was late to cover. The Mets now lead 9-4. In the box score, RBI single, but the hit, is putting the ball in play. Even though it was a check swing, it wasn't, yeah, he's definitely safe. Not even close. Let's go, fellas. Let's go, Mets. Let's get it. Up 9-4. Boy, Beatty, could you put a capper on this one right now? First pitch, Brett Beatty takes it low. Oh, I was about to say that it almost got by the catcher. Wow. So, yeah, look, I'm really impressed with the Mets' approach in this game. Really, really impressed. Really impressed. Really impressed. Like, really impressed. Really impressed. Another big this inning's taking forever. Yeah, Peralta's 100% done. Peralta's done. He's not coming back out. Now, would they even put Tobias Myers in? I don't even know that. 1-0 pitch, because this inning's been forever. Brett Beatty takes another ball. Look, this is this hitter's last batter. If he doesn't get Beatty out, you gotta make a mound change. You gotta make a change. Matson, 35 pitches. He's throwing a ton of balls. If Bichette didn't help him out swinging at some of them, where could this inning be at? Oh, that's it? Are they making a change now? Got a pictures, a mound visit, folks. Look, appreciate. Yeah, Matson, it's over. Gotta take him out of this ball game. He's walking too many people. Way too many people. He's not coming out now, but I think this is his last at bat. Let's go, Mets, folks. Let's go. I'm really impressed with the at-bats of the Mets. I just had my own cut moment. 2-0 pitch to Brett Beatty. You swing, Beatty. Come on. Gonna do it. Innings over. Mets get 3 runs. We're going now to the top of the 6th inning now. Boy, this game's been going slow. Yeah, Matson's done. Geoff Moore, excuse me. Born February 22nd, 1961, is an American contemporary Christian music singer. Nice. He began recording as a solo artist 1984. In 1987, he formed Geoff Moore and The Distance, his touring band. Nice. Really, really nice. Shout out to Star Wars on YouTube, showing a lot of love, comments. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in for these lives. On YouTube, we've had more than 200 people join, so I appreciate everybody that has stepped in to join. I know that a lot of people are looking for a way to watch the game, and unfortunately, we don't have that. I don't have the copyrights, but I still appreciate every single person that, you're here, you're showing love, you're here represent. It means a lot to have people here with you, and hey, I'm happy about it. I'm here for it. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody in Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. You could leave your comments. Excuse me. Leave your comments where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who you think is going to win this game. What are your predictions in other MLB games? Let's do a quick tour around the MLB right now. So the Brewers are leading 4-1 versus the White Sox. The Nationals, wow, they are leading 7-2 versus the Cubs. Boy, this have a 6-run fourth inning. My goodness, did they not? For sure, Boyd is knocked out the game. Let's see Boyd. Yikes, they knocked Boyd out of the game. So look at the Nationals there. The Twins and Orioles just started. Oh, I'm excited to see Pete Alonso's at bats. That's something that I'm gonna have to find a way to tune into. Let me see what Pete Alonso's done so far. Pete Alonso's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. I like Pete Alonso. I have nothing against him. Did I want the Mets to bring him back? I'll be honest. I did. Yeah, this is it. This is it. World Series or bust for the Phillies and for the Mets. The Mets, there's no moral victories when you're in New York. Yeah, Peralta's done. We got Tobias Meyer in. First pitch from him. Misses high, 1 ball and no strikes. Tobias Meyer had a solid season last year with the Brewers. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So, excuse me. It comes down to that. The teams, Pete Alonso misses outside, 2-1. It comes down to the teams there. Alonso, I wanted Alonso back. Let's look at the comparison. Paul Skeens, 2/3 of an inning, 37 pitches, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. Look, Peralta wasn't that much better. That's a pop-up. Lindor's there. He's there. He makes the play. That is going to be the first out of the inning. Now, it's interesting, too. Phillies before the lockout. Star Wars. I'm not... Look, Star Wars, I'm a Mets fan, so I got to go Mets all day. Phillies, I know you repping them, but it's going to be an interesting game when the Mets and Phillies play and I live stream it. First pitch from Myers is going to miss inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Look, I think about... losing my chain of thoughts or whatnot. Let me see here. So I wanted Pete Alonso to stay with the Mets. 1-0 pitch, misses high, 2-0. But I understand. Look, I'm happy Rangers not back because that's one less pitcher that the Phillies have. Even though Zach Wheeler's coming back and Luzardo. 2-0, 3-0, way high. Now Pete Alonso, look, his bat. I liked his home run power, but if he's not hitting home runs, he's not a high average hitter, even though he hit 270 last year. 3-0, strike 1. But it's pretty much with Pete. If he's not hitting power, how is he affecting the team win? And he's not. It's more negative than good. And we got my guy Al Leiter in the broadcast booth, ex-Met, popped up. That is going to be out of play. Full count, 3-2. Citi Field is packed. As you see behind me, Citi Field is packed right now. Hey, so, Nola is not the best. Hey, the Phillies got a good lineup, though. The Phillies got a good team. If Nola could be the 4th pitcher, imagine that. Because Wheeler comes back. Christopher Sanchez, 3-2 pitch. That's hit pretty well. Soto, way back. And that ball's gone. Wow. So a bomb of a home run, not a bomb of a home run, but a home run apple taco by O'Hearn. The Pirates are back in this ball game. Let's give the home run animation there. Pirates are back in this ball. So 3 home runs for the Pirates to start off this game. In this game, the Mets got 9 runs with no walks, with no home runs. So are we gonna get a Mets home run in this game? Look, I don't think we're gonna get a Mets home run in this game, surprisingly. I wanted Pete Alonso back, but you know, I really wasn't a fan of his defense. His defense was really bad at first. First pitch, misses outside. I liked Pete Alonso, his bat, but his offense for me, I mean, his defense was just scooping, yeah, but that's not enough to scoop. 1-0 pitch, misses. 2-0. Come on, Myers. You know, you can't be that, like, you can't. It got to a point with Alonso, you couldn't even toss the ball to first base with peace. You couldn't even. That is hit pretty well, but nah, fairly well. But Robert is there, makes the play, 2 away. But yeah, Pete Alonso, I don't know, you know, like, I just didn't like his defense, being honest. So in this game so far, the Pirates have walked. The Mets have given up no walks, where the Pirates have walked 8 hitters. Yikes. That's a big part of the game right there. Paul Skeens walked, let's see here. Paul Skeens walked 2. Ramirez walked 1. Montgomery walked 3. Matson walked 2. So that's not good. First pitch, strike 1. Yeah, that's the law in baseball. If you pitchers walk people, you're gonna give up runs. It's just the reality. 0-1 pitch. I'm gonna get to your comment right now, Star Wars. Here's the 0-1. Ah, boy, that's a strike. You gotta catch that. 1-1. That's a strike if you catch that, Francisco. Come on. I don't know. Do any of you ever wear a AirPod and then it like gets tight on you? 1-1. Pop them up, swinging at a ball. Bichette calls it, makes the play. That is gonna do it. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, folks. And O'Hearn makes it a 9-5 game. So this game is moving along. Look, I'm on the Pete Alonso because I don't know if there's any Met fans watching this, but look, I like Pete Alonso, but I'm telling you, like, his offense, his bat, his power, I'm talking B plus, strikes out, yeah, A minus for me. But we're talking about defensively, scooping, I give him something for that, but I'm talking defense, a D minus, because he doesn't have range. And throwing, you can't trust him on a throw or a scoop. It's just something that. And does it happen all the time? No, but something like that in the World Series, in playoffs, is where that gets exposed. So I'm not mad at it. I have to be honest about that. You know, I'm being totally transparent about in that regard. Like, I'm not mad, you know, in that regard there. Let us see here. Let us see here. Can I get the notification there? I'm trying to log into my MLB app, but unfortunately, it's not letting me do it. Come on, give me the thing here. Not. All right, let me try it. Because you know how when you type in with the keyboard on the, like, TV, it takes forever. Let's see here. So at a commercial break, folks, it's been a really entertaining game so far. Really, really entertaining game. Mets are up 9-5. You already know. Let's go Mets. All day, every day. And hopefully we could close this game out. Do I even got the right password? No, I don't. Oh my gosh, I hate when I forget passwords. All jokes aside, like, I I don't like when I forget passwords. All jokes aside, like, it's just like, geez, Sammy. Let me see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out on the live stream, but I'm gonna have to figure it out because by the time I'm trying to figure out this, the game is back on. Phillies having a ribs day when Wheeler came back is word. That would be nice there for the Phillies fans. Let me see here real fast. Trying to log in here. So we got Marcus Semien up 2 for 3 in the game. Nice start to the Mets tenure. Yeah, and the bottom of the lineup for the Mets is, and any team is crucial. First pitch to Semien is gonna be fouled away. Strike one. One ball, no strikes. Any team that wants to win, the bottom of the lineup is key. You know, you can't have a bottom of the lineup that is just non-existent. It matters, you know. It really matters. Here is the 0-1. That is hit pretty well, but the center field is there. Ladies from UK coming to Philly game today. What do you mean Star Wars? Remember when the Mets and the Phillies played in UK a few years ago? That was a nice game. Really, really nice game that they played. Let us see here. That is hit pretty well by Carson Bench. Way back. It's gone. Let's go. Carson Bench. His first major league home run. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Carson Bench. We out here. Let's go. And I just predicted a few moments ago that the Mets weren't going to hit a home run, but Carson Bench hits a home run for the Mets. Let's go. First pitch swinging. Let's go, man. Let's go. 10-5. Mets are doubling them up. Hey, strike one. Look, when the Mets are winning, things are good. They're giving him the curtain call early. Let's go. Let's go, man. 0-1 to Alvarez. My goodness. How can you not be happy for the person like that, you know? It's baseball, I get it. But I'm happy, you know? 0-1 pitch to Alvarez. Way outside. One ball, one strike. Way outside. Ay, ay, ay. That ball was crushed. Ball was absolutely crushed. Strike two to Francisco Alvarez. Let's go, folks. Let's go, Mets, man. Wow. 1-2. Misses. 2-2. Carson Bench is the second Met ever to hit a home run on opening day in their debut. And getting a curtain call, that right there. Look at the excitement, the jubilation. How can you not be happy about that, man? 2-2 pitch to Alvarez. That is hit hard but foul. Oh, that baseball, you got to get that baseball to him ASAP. Get him that baseball ASAP. Yeah. From there, yeah, the Mets. That ball's crushed. Way back. Back-to-back home runs. Let's go. So I just predicted that no home runs for the Mets, but we going back-to-back. Let's go. My wife's giving me the look that, nah, nah, nah. She don't like when I'm loud, but let's go. She roots for the Blue Jays, but I'm a Mets fan all day, every day. Let's go. Let's go. And you know something? Kai is a Mets fan too.
He's a Blue Jay.
Nope, he's a Mets fan. Mets fan.
Blue Jays.
Mets fan. He told me.
He told
He
me.
just doesn't want to hurt your
He wanna
feelings.
hurt your feelings. He's a Blue Jays.
Kai, in case you don't know, is our dog.
He has a Jays hat.
Nah.
He has no Mets.
It's a Mets hat. It's just, he's just trying to keep it cool with you because he knows how much it's going to hurt you. Let's go, Mets. 5-11. Wow. What an offensive production for this team. Lawrence has come in and gotten hit hard. 1-0 to Lindor. Lindor, is he trying to do 3-3? Back to back to back? No. Yikes. That was crushed. Yikes. Let's go, folks. Let's get it, folks. Let's go, Mets. We got, that is going to miss 2 balls and 1 strike. The Mets' most runs on opening day, 11 today. The most in history is 12 versus the Cubs in 94. Wow. 2-1. Lindor hits a little chopper to third. That's going to be fielded 2 away. So, hey, shout out to the Mets. They're having a really, really good inning. Really, really good game. Let's go, folks. Yeah, Paul Skeens, really, really big. Really, really big. Look, I wouldn't have taken Paul Skeens out in the first inning. That's what I'm saying, Star Wars. Tommy Pham, that's a shocker there. Soto hits one well. Just stood in the park. He was trying to hit a third home run of the inning. So the Mets, we're going to the 7th inning. Let's go, Mets, man. Let's go, man. Tommy Pham, the man that criticized the Mets is coming to the Mets now. Isn't that ironic? Star Wars. He criticized the Mets and now he's with the Mets. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we got Joanny69 subscribe. My face is cutting it off. Shout out to you there. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed. So I'll leave it with this. We're on a commercial break, folks. Let's see where we're at. Look, we have 491 subscribers. If you're with us, if you're watching, I want to pass out this motivation to like, share, subscribe. Represent. You know, this channel is here, and I'm telling you, the things that we're gonna be doing on this channel, you're gonna want to be a part of it. I'm telling you, I just have that confidence in what I'm doing right now. But I motivate all of you, you know? Can you make 5? Star Wars, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get to 500. I'm trying. It's been a battle, but now I'm gonna have to start really doing more organic, really like pushing people, like messaging people. Hey, I'm gonna start doing that. I gotta make a way. But why do I tell people to subscribe? Because the things that are gonna be happening on this page, I'm telling you, people gonna be want to be a part of it. Like right now, no, but I'm telling you. Can I predict when? I don't know when. Soon I'm gonna be giving away giveaways, gift cards. You know what came into me? An idea, Sammy. Not raffle. Do a giveaway with Meta glasses, the Oakleys. Do a raffle with baseball bats. Give away a torpedo bat. Give away a $400 glove. I'm telling you, these things are going to be coming on this channel. And strike one from Tobias Meyer. I'm telling you, I want all of you to be a part of it. And this is why I tell you, you know, like, share, subscribe. 0-1 pitch, misses, 1-1. We're going to take a moment from doing the I'm gonna watch the game and talk to you. I'm gonna take a pause from the scoreboard that you see right there. I'm trying to log into my MLB right now. 1-1 pitch. That is gonna be fouled back. I say I'm gonna take a break, but I'm back doing it again. Let me see here. Let us see here. Okay, let's see. So the 1-2 pitch misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So shout out to the Mets, man. Off to a really, really great start. I mean, it's been since the first pitch of the game, first inning. They've been at it. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Get that. Come on. Alvarez has time, makes the throw, 1 away. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having some trouble there with my thing here. Clicking. Okay, let us see here. I don't know. We're gonna have to do it another way to make this work, but maybe it's because of time. But we're gonna figure out a way with this. 1 out. We're in the ninth. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Myers pitches. That's hit hard. Bichette, what a stop. The throw makes the play. 2 away. Let's go, Bichette. That was hit pretty hard. Let's go, folks. That's the question here, folks. Bichette's defense. How is Bichette's defense going to be for this team? Adolis Garcia getting his swings pregame before the Phillies debut in the home opener. Wow. O'Neal Cruz is up right now, he's had a game that you want to forget. O'Neal Cruz has had a game that you want to forget. He's had some good at-bats, but he also had a clutch opportunity to come through, didn't come through. And in the outfield, center field, that's going to hit a chopper to Simeon. 1, 2, 3 inning. Let's go. This is probably the fastest inning of the game. We're going to, you know what time it is, folks? Stretch time. Stretch time. Wow. Oh, we're going to stay here. They're singing of God Bless America right now. So, yeah, O'Neal Cruz, this is a game you want to forget if you're him. He's had some tough moments in this ball game. Really, really tough games. Really, really tough moments. So, you know. Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her. Yeah, look, there's so much controversy with the world. Look, God bless the entire planet. It's unfortunate with some things that are happening in the world, in life. It's unfortunate, but you know, God bless America. God bless the whole world. I'm from the US. I'm in Canada. Families from Puerto Rico. God bless America. God bless Puerto Rico. God bless Canada. God bless the world. God bless the world because we're living in some tough times. We're living in some really tough times. And, you know, I mean, what can we say in that regard? It's tough times. It's not easy, the things that are happening in the world, you know? It's not easy. And, you know, it makes you understand how we got to take things serious, you know? Because it is serious indeed. Not a joke, you know? So, you know, God bless America for that moment there. Trying to sign into my MLB, but it is just not doing what I want it to do. Let's see here. Let's see if we sign in with the device. Yeah, it's still not working. I don't understand why not though. It's let me see here. Okay. Let's see here real fast. Peem, you having a baking show? What are you baking?
The organizer. Are you on break?
Still on, yeah, I'm still on live stream though. But yeah, we're here. I'm just trying to log into my thing, but my thing's not working. It's making me angry because it's not logging me in. Like, you know how I was Red Ross like at the beginning when I got here? I'm not Red Ross no more, but you know, in case you don't know, Red Ross is from Friends, where he was very, very angry. And I was Red Ross earlier, but I'm good now. You know, I'm better now. My wife's putting on my batting gloves for baseball.
You wanna unbox your meta boxes on stream?
Say again?
You wanna unbox your meta boxes on stream?
No, I don't.
You see, you can shut down my videos too, and I don't feel multiple.
No, you gave an idea. I mean, this is just one idea. It's not like you've given me tons of ideas.
Learn this shit.
For all my men out there that are married, prayers out to all of you. Prayers out to you.
Prayer out to the wild.
And to the wives. Gregory Soto, the ex-Met. The ex-Met is right now gonna be pitching. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, folks. We got Let's Go Mets from Resident Gear Solid. Bo Bichette swinging at the first pitch, a blooper, but the left fielder's there. 1 away. Yeah, Bo Bichette for me, he's looked really anxious. Really, really anxious to start off this, you know, really, really anxious. Like, to start off, he's been really, really anxious, in my opinion. Let's see here, Rafa. No. I'm thinking that I'm coming up with my password. Let's see here. First pitch to Polanco, strike 1. Yeah, my password is just not it right now. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, for me, like, look, it's you're not gonna be mad at. You can't judge somebody on one game. But Bichette, you know, he got it started for the Mets. He had arguably one of the most important at bats because against Paul Skeens, he didn't strike out. He got sacrifice fly to get the Mets on the board. So you appreciate that. 0-2 pitch, but the new guys, strike 3, 2 away. So Gregory Soto has come in and he's been really good to start off his outing. Let us see here. Look, I'm not mad about the Mets lineup. I'm not mad. Where's that one Simpsons clip? Stop it. He's already dead. I need to get that, man. I need to get that clip. Oh, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Look, it's at this point, the Mets are just trying to end the game. Derpy_entertainment. Where's that one clip? I don't know, but we need that. Can you comment on Twitch with things like that? Please, if you could comment on Twitch, show me that. Strike 2. So this is a quick inning for the Mets as well. I mean, very, very quickly, this inning has been going. Like, very, very quickly. I know Star Wars is about to be on that Philadelphia Phillies game. It's just about starting. 0-2. Pop them up. Is that going to get out of play? It is 4 o'clock right now. Excuse me. That's going to get out of play. Stop it. Let's go, Mets. Derpy. I'm guessing with that comment, you're a Mets fan. How long you been a Mets fan, Derpy? Derpy_entertainment. How long you been a Mets fan? See, that's the thing. When I'm on different platforms, I have to get better at looking at the comments all the time on all 3 platforms. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Gregory Soto comes in and dominates. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. 6 outs away from the Mets getting their first W of the season. Let's go, Mets. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, folks. Let us see here. Let's see here real fast, Papa. Let's see if this is gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Man, it's so annoying when you forget your passwords to things. Does that happen to any of you? Like it happens to me where you just forget your password, you know? Like I forgot it, unfortunately. I don't remember my password. And that's where I'm just at right now. I'm trying to log in, but I just can't log in right now because I don't remember my password. And my email, I'm trying to reset the password, but unfortunately it's not letting me do so. Let me see here. Getting a phone call there. I can't answer that right now. Getting a phone call now. Not sure who it is, but not able to answer right now. Let's see here right now. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. I wonder if that's the issue there. Maybe that's the issue there. Let us see something here. Nah, we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna wait. Yeah, folks, we're not gonna be able to watch other games, at least at the moment. But I mean, if I could figure out a way to get this on the road, I will. We're in this Mets game right now. We're in the top of the 8th inning. It's been an absolute offensive game up to this point. I mean, a lot of offense going on in this game, and I'm excited for the Mets because they're playing some good ball to start off. You know, after letting go of, you know, the players that they lost, after everything that they did, you know, there's a lot of pressure on them. So 10 strikeouts for the starter from Milwaukee Brewers. Tobias Meyer, see, this is a good thing with him because he is he can give you innings. He's a starter technically. 1-0 pitch from Meyer. Lau. Swing and a miss, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paul Skeens still in the dugout the whole time. Wow. Skeens, I'd love to have you with the Mets. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. So look, shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, everybody that's with us, everybody that's here. Represent. I appreciate every single one of you. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard. Polanco scoops it. Myers is there. Nice play. 1 away. Nice. Look, Jorge Polanco is going to be some growing pains with him. I believe it. But, hey, if the pitcher didn't cover, it would have been bad. But good job by the pitcher to cover. Way to go. Way to go. Look, I like what the Mets did. I'm going to have my post-game reaction. I like what the Mets did this year. I look at this team and I'm saying, look, first pitch to Reynolds, fouled away. I look at this team and I'm like, look, Nimmo. Can I speak, keeping it honest, Nimmo. All right, I'm going to go there. 0-1 pitch here in the dirt, 1-1. Growing up, when I would see Nimmo, I'm like, yo, get him out of here. Who's Nimmo? Who is this guy? Get him out of here. That's how I felt when I saw Nimmo. But look, Nimmo's come a long way. Where I'm talking about, this guy has come through and made a difference. 1-1 pitch. Grounded against a Polanco. This time he fields it cleanly, takes it himself. It's going to be 2 away. So, but then Nimmo came around and this guy became a really big player for this Mets team. But he took a huge step back with his defense. Huge step back. Huge step back. Huge step back. And with that step back defensively, his bat, it was very inconsistent at times. Hey, strike 1. So I wasn't mad at him leaving because, and defensively, his arm, oh my goodness. Whew. 0-1 pitch. Hey! 2 strikes. His arm was really bad in left field. Really, really bad in left field. Really, really bad. So I get it, him coming out. You know, I get it. You know, for me, that's the right move. 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. 1-2. Yeah, that's the strike sound. Now, who else? You know, 1-2. Popped him up. Is that gonna get out of play? Does he have a play on that? No. It's gonna be fouled out of play. So for me, Nimmo had to go. And he had a bad contract and he was aging where you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out. So I wasn't mad about, you know, that. Way high. I wasn't mad about that. I understood it. You know, I cannot sit here and say I was really mad about that. 2-2 pitch to Ozuna. Here it is. Foul ball. I couldn't sit here and say I was mad at him. Couldn't sit here and say I was, you know, oh, get him out of here. No way. Not that. But, you know, at the same time, I wasn't happy with his defense. So I wasn't mad that he was traded. 2-2 pitch. Low. 3-2. And look, I'm a Mets fan. I believe everybody knows that. I made that clear. I mean, I'm repping. But at the same time, fouled ball. That's going to be in territory. So Polanco makes all the outs in the inning. That's it. We're going to do it. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. This is going to be the Mets' last time to hit in this ball game. And they are a few outs away from getting themselves a W. I know Star Wars is on that MLB game with the Phillies. What an opening day this is. What an opening day this is. This is great news for my New York Mets. Absolute great news for them. And hey, I'm really excited with everything that's gone on up to this point. Really, really excited. Really, really happy for the Mets. And hey, let's go Mets, guys. Let's go Mets. So, Nimmo leaving. Okay, Edwin Diaz, look, he left $2 million extra. I'm mad that he left, but I'm a little more saltier towards him because it's like, in the end of the day, it was $2 million you left for, and it's like, okay, you went to the Dodgers. You want to win the World Series that bad. Okay, respect. But I'm a little like, I could see Nimmo play and like, okay, I don't want to see Edwin Diaz dominate for the Dodgers. Not against the Mets, I want him to blow every save possible. But of course, I know he's a good closer. But I don't want to see him, you know, do anything pretty much because I can't root for him in the Dodgers. I just absolutely I won't root for him. No way at all. So, you know, we're at that. And Pete Alonso, look, Pete Alonso had an opportunity time ago to sign an extension with the Mets, which was, if I'm not mistaken, 6 years, 167. He bet on himself and he got paid more. Very well. But look, and I can't be mad at the person. People got to take care of their families, etc. But for some people, it's not about the money. For him, I can't even say it was about the money with him. I can't. Can't. But he left, you know. And while I wanted him to be with the Mets, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you know, like, I'm not a Mets fan now. My 2 favorite Mets of all times, David Wright and Mike Piazza. That means I'm more of a fan of the Mets in general. It's not necessarily the players. Now, with that being said, first pitch to Brett Beatty's gonna miss inside, 1 ball, no strike. You know, I'm a Mets fan, and that's just the bottom line. Now, it's hard for me at times to root for certain players, but 1-0, 2-0. It's hard for me because you see so many players leaving. You see so many players come and go, and it's hard to be a fan of that. So I'm a Mets fan. 2-0 pitch. Brett Beatty swings and hits it foul, 2-1. So if, for example, if Soto leaves, Lindor, they leave, it's gonna hurt because they're good players. But at the end of the day, I am a Mets fan, and that's just the bottom line. And that's the bottom line. 2-1 pitch. Weak, going to foul territory. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's how I feel. So, what can I say in that regard? It's not much you can say other than I'm a Mets fan. I have love for Pete Alonso, Nimmo. Pete Alonso just left. Let's see here. The 2-2 pitch I'm gonna say after. Paul Skeens. They're looking at Paul Skeens. He's just angry at what happened today. 2-2 pitch. Hit, fouled. Man, I thought that this was gonna be a really, really good, defensive game. Not an offensive game. And literally, this game has been the absolute opposite. I thought it was gonna be a pitcher's duel. It's been a offensive game. 2-2 pitch. Hit weakly to the second baseman, fielded. May have broke his bat. 1 away. Let's see here if we could get MLB to go now. I think we may have MLB. I think. Do we got it now? Do we got it now? Because we're logged in from the Apple device now. Do we got it? Let's see. No, we still don't got MLB. It logged in on my app, but it's not logging in on my TV, which is just oh my gosh. Hey, it is what it is. We're gonna figure out the password situation a little later. But let's see here if we could change the password. Yeah, we're gonna have to just change this later. 0-1 to Marcus Semien. Strike 2. So Carson Bench is gonna get another at bat in this game. 0-2 to Semien. Here it is. Strike 3. 2 away. That was a good pitch. Will he challenge that? We got a challenge. Wow. Nah, I think that's a strike. I think it got the zone. Yeah, it's a strike. Yeah. I mean, you can't be mad at the challenge because, you're getting to see something, but it was a strike. I knew it was a strike from the get. Like, I knew 100% that was a strike. So, folks, we're here, folks. Let's go, Mets. Let's go, folks. The Mets are off to a really, really good start. Carson Bench is up right now. Can he get himself another home run? First pitch to him, inside and tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Let's see if we can lift. Carson Bench with an absolute bomb of a home run. How can you not be happy for him? Got a curtain call as a rookie. 1-0 pitch. 2-0. Unbelievable. So Carson Bench, 1 for 3, a walk, a solo home run, and 2 runs. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike. Two-one pitch. Carson Bench is up, 1 out away from being to the 9th inning. Here it is. Inside. 3-1. Nice at bat. Hey, from his first 2 at bats, he's had good at bats his last few at bats. So without a doubt, you got to be happy about that because he's having some good at bats. He's having good ABs, and you got to be happy about that. 3-1. Low. Takes another walk. So Carson Bench has reached his last 3 times, 2 walks and a home run. Shout out to Carson Bench. Let's go. Let's see here. Yeah, there's been absolutely no stolen base attempts in this ball game. Let us see here. Yeah. Okay, so the first pitch to Alvarez, who hit a bomb in his last at bat as well. Home run deep. First pitch to him is gonna miss. Oh boy. Blue, that's a ball, Blue. That was the one to challenge. They're showing the exit velo of Alvarez's home run, 109 miles per hour off the bat. 0-1, strike 2. 0-2 count to Alvarez. Here it is. Bench is going, and he steals the base. Carson Bench steals the base. Look, should you steal the base now? I mean, they're not blowing them out like up by 10 or 15. Should he have stolen the base now? We're going to know how the Pirates feel about this in these next 2 games. Would they throw at a hitter? I don't think they should have stole, but you're only up by 6. But hey, let's see. 1-2. Pop them up. It's going to do it. So Alvarez had an absolute pitch to hit. Pops it a mile high. We're going to the 9th inning, folks. It is 4:18. Wow, I've been here for about the last 3 hours live. This has been one of those games that's definitely taken some time. But hey, nonetheless, we are here and we're making it happen. MLB baseball is back. And you guys have no idea how ecstatic I am, how happy I am. And we got baseball, for a while in front of us. We got baseball for a while in front of us. Yeah, let us see here. So, folks, we're going to have the ending of the game now. We're going to give our post-game comments. It's not going to be long. But I'll start it now. Look, and let me represent. Got the Mets jersey on real fast. Let me step to the side. You already know, guys. We got the Mets jersey on. Oh, not the Mets jersey. On TikTok, it's showing reverse, but you already know, guys. We got the New York Mets. So, look, from the first inning watching the Mets play, I was very impressed. Really impressed. Why? I was impressed because we were seeing some at-bats where they were absolutely making the Paul Skeens at the time work. And I can appreciate that because you're making him work. You're making him pitch. You're making him throw. You're making him, he has to work. So he threw 37 pitches in the first inning. That right there, that's a lot. It's a lot of pitches he threw in the first inning. And with that, O'Neal Cruz's defense didn't help out. They weren't ruled errors, but it was 2 fly balls that he got to catch. Got to catch them. He didn't, and the Mets capitalized. A sacrifice fly 2-2 which should have been a sacrifice fly 2-2, turned into a bases clearing triple. You got Luis Garcia coming in for the Mets. First pitch. Hey! So I'm impressed by the Mets team. That's going to be what I'm going to mainly talk about. And we're going to go from there. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. 1-1. But I'm impressed with the Pirates as well. 5 runs. It's just their pitching wasn't good today. Their pitching was really bad, and the defense didn't help. 1-1 pitch, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitching didn't help. You walked a lot of people in this game. Here is the 2-1. Hey! 2 balls and 1 strike now. Or 2-2, excuse me. I want to see Carson Bench get a put out in right field. Hit the ball to him. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Rip hard. So Bench cuts it off. It's going to be leadoff single for him. Look, Benj looks really young too. He looks really young. I can't remember the last time I feel like I've seen a young man. Like Nolan McLean's young, but Nolan McLean, when you look at him, he doesn't look that young. Carson Bench looks young. So, he's somebody that I'm really happy for him, I'm happy for the Mets, what they're doing. First pitch, hit well. Robert Jr., nobody's going to get it. So that's going to split both of the outfielders. It's going to be double. So an inning for the Pirates. Second and third, no outs for the Pirates. Garcia's, they're hitting some batting practice off of him to start off. Hey, let's go, Garcia. For somebody like Garcia, I don't think somebody like him is guaranteed you're here for the team. They have a leash, from my opinion. He's a veteran pitcher. He's up there in age. Oh, come on. Tap. Come on. Where's the challenge? That's a strike, man. Come on. Now's the time to challenge. Gotta challenge that. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Strike. Swing and a miss. He's not somebody that we could sit here and say he has the leash. No, he's a veteran pitcher. He's an experienced pitcher, but he's gotta have to, come through. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Let's see where he's at. Let's see a little bit of Garcia. Garcia is 39 years old. He was last year with 3 teams. Los Angeles Dodgers, the Washington, my phone is ringing, and the Angels. So, he bounced around from teams, and he went from the world champs to moving around. So that's definitely a tough thing there. So the 1-2 pitch, he's up in the count. Can he get his first out as a Met? One-two pitch. Got him. Chased a nasty changeup. 1 away. Let's go. So I know that my guy Star Wars is no longer here. He's watching his Phillies game, but yikes. I had made a statement that the Blue Jays were going to be a lot better. I made a statement. Look, the White Sox are going to be a lot better. Not a good start. Gonzalez is up. First pitch to him. Grounded. Foul. Strike 1. Brewers are up 10-1. Yikes. Nationals are up 8-3. Baltimore and the Twins and Orioles 0-0. Red Sox and Reds 0-0. Astros and Angels 0-0. Tarek Skubal won some. That is hit pretty well. No one's going to catch that again. So that's going to get down. 2 runs are going to score. So 2 runs now for 2 runs for the Pirates. And, not a good start for Luis Garcia if you're in your Mets tenure. You're coming into the game with, opportunity, and now the Mets they're gonna have to get Devin Williams up. Which, look, I'm going to be honest. I wanted to see Devin Williams in this game, but we're talking about one more hit. He's out of this ball game. So the Tigers got some early run support off Nick Pavetta. Yikes. Scooby, the Tigers in the top of the first, they're leading 4-0. The Rays and the Cardinals are just getting started. 0-0. The Rangers and the Phillies. The Rangers had some action going, but they couldn't get anything going. Let's see what happened with the Rangers. Let's see where Nimmo's hitting. Nimmo's the leadoff hitter for the Rangers. Wow, I'm shocked by that. Nimmo's the leadoff hitter. So Nimmo, Langford, both are retired, but Seager and Berger get on base. McCutchen strikes out. Wow, so that's interesting right there. So here's the first pitch. Misses outside. Gonna have a challenge here. That's a strike. That's a strike. Yeah. Damn, the ABS shows up the umpires, no lie. The ABS shows up the umpires. It shows them up because they're calling balls, and I mean, it's the human element. They're not perfect, but hey, it's a close game now. It's a base hit, the top of the order, lows up. That's popped up. Foul out of play. Look, this is a big out to get here. If they get a runner on and O'Neal Cruz gets on, if Lowe hits, he can be the tying run. And this guy has 2 home runs in the game. This is a big part. This is if Garcia gives up another hit, he's gone. And look, ideally, you would have liked to bring Devin Williams into a clean 9th inning, but geez, 0-2, that's crushed. No, not crushed, but Soto's there. 2 away. Down to the final out. So if Lowe hits, he won't be the tying run, at least. But Reynolds could be the tying run. Now it's 2 outs. Reynolds could be the tying run. And look, the Pirates have 7 runs. You got to give a shout out to them. 4 of those runs were to... Was it 4 or 5? 4 to Peralta or 5 to Peralta? Let me take a quick look at that real fast. Peralta gave up... O'Neal Cruz is up. Peralta gave up 4 runs. Myers gave up 1. Yeah, he gave up a home run. Ball. That's another one you could challenge. The thing is, you can't challenge every pitch. You know, it's tough. Definitely going to be tough to challenge every pitch. It's something you can't do, just being honest. So, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Let's go, Mets. 1 out away. 2 strikes away, folks. We're going to have our post game after this, and we're going to go from there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Did he go? He went. Strike 2. Yeah, O'Neal Cruz's first, I think, 2 at-bats were really good. His last few at-bats, not so good. He's chasing a lot. But I like O'Neal Cruz. Now, if you could have switched O'Neal Cruz for Ellie De La Cruz on Team DR, whoo, that would have been no joke. Let's go. One more. One more. Let's go. One more. Garcia. Let's go. Popped him up. Foul ball. Out of play. Gonna do it again. Look, I won't be live streaming every game, but I plan to be live streaming as many Mets games as I can, Blue Jays games, Yankee games, games in general. The national games. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The Mets win the ball game. The Mets once again win on opening day with a final of 7-11. What an offensive game this was. We're talking about Paul Skeens versus Freddie Peralta. Paul Skeens pitched 2 1/3 inning. Didn't even get through the first inning. But he, his center fielder didn't help him with some balls that they don't show as errors, but should have been caught, 2 of them. Both turned out to be a double and a triple. Bases clearing triple. And Freddie Peralta, who you expect to give up a 2-run home run, settled in, but his line ends up being 4 runs in 5 innings. So let's go Mets. The Mets are officially 1-0 in the regular season. And we all know that the Mets lost their last game last year. Just adding a little animation there. You see the little animation above? Um, the Mets lost their last game last year. And, you know, it was a tough. I'm going to officially turn off the TV here. Officially turn off the TV, take off the AirPods, hear myself. My post game is going to be my post game, my reactions from the game. Look, the Mets lineup, I was really impressed by them. What they came from last year, I mean, I watched that last game of the year. The Mets collapsed. Similar to, they just needed to win. And the Reds lost. Kind of like 2027. No, excuse me, 2007. Last day of the year, 2008. And 2025, the Mets collapsed after being 21 games over 500. So I understood why you couldn't bring the same core back. Oh, let's run it back. You can't. I agreed with it. Brandon Nimmo, for me, I liked him, but his defense, look. Pete Alonso, I wanted him to stay. Things happen. It's the business. Now, Edwin Diaz, for me, it ends up being $2 million. It could be whatever excuse. Look, you left. I'm a little more angry in the sense of like, I can't root for him at all. I can root for Nimmo or Alonso, surprisingly. And they were homegrown Mets, too. That plays a factor. Edwin Diaz came to the Mets via trade. So, you know, and this is where I get a little angry, too. That season where Edwin Diaz pitched in the World Baseball Classic, was it 2023, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, 2023. Him arguably getting injured that year and missing the whole season, arguably because the Mets had expectations in 2023. Him arguably not making it to pitch because he got injured in the celebration of the Puerto Rico win. But players, it's all good there. They get their pay, they're good. But sometimes they leave. So I believe all of you understand that point. Like, I'm a little disappointed by something like that. You left, you went to the Dodgers. Very well. I can't root. I'm not going to hate on you, but I can't root for you. I'm rooting for Alonso and Nimmo. But look, from the beginning of this game, Lindor walked. Did Soto walk? Let me go to the box score real fast. I think Soto walked. Let me go really, really fast. Mets win 7-11. Okay, Soto in the first inning. I'm going to give you really fast. Okay, Soto in his first at bat. Soto singled, excuse me. Bo Bichette sacrifice flied because Lindor went first to third. Okay. But we're talking about good at bats. Good at bats. Brett Baty, good at bat. Luis Robert Jr., good at bat. Polanco, good at bat. Bichette, Lindor. We're talking about Paul Skeens got up on a lot of these hitters 0-2, 1-2, 2-2. And he just couldn't put them away because they kept fouling the pitches away. Who else? Marcus Semien. Really good at bats. So I was really impressed. Now, the pitching, Peralta wasn't sharp, but look, it's opening day. Some pitches are sharp, some are not. It's opening day, he got the W. He did enough to give the Mets a win. Tobias Meyer was awesome. He gave up one run, but he was awesome. What a way to start for Schwarber. Uh-oh. Star Wars, I'm going to get to that before we finish. You know, I was impressed. Carson Benz later hits a home run. They knock out Paul Skeens fast. The pitching, not a good start for Rico Garcia, but he finished it off. So Devin Williams doesn't have to come in. But let's look at the stats. The Mets, they struck out 10 times in the game. They walked 9 times. So, and some of them were just 4-pitch walks, but you still got to lay off. Some of them were hard-fought battles. Soto was 2 for 4, a walk, an RBI. Already off to a better start than last year. Bichette, look, he had the biggest at bat in the game because of the first at bat. Sacrifice fly off of Skeens. He could have struck out, which he then struck out 3 times in a row after that. So tough. But Polanco was solid, 2 walks. Robert Jr. was solid, a walk, 2 hits, an RBI, 2 RBIs. Brett Beatty, an RBI triple, 3 RBI triple. Struck out twice. Simeon, 2 for 5. You know, Benj, 2 for 3. 2 walks. Oh, excuse me, 1 for 3. Alvarez hits a bomb of a home run. So, 2 home runs for the Mets in the game, but they were really impressive. Really, really impressive. Like, I was impressed with the lineup. I was impressed with the way that they fought. And if that's a foreshadow of the things to come, this is going to be a good Mets season. We pray, we hope that the players stay healthy, that they stay well, they stay okay, because there's some things that are just out of your control. But, hey, shout out to the Mets. Big win. The Mets are off tomorrow, Friday, so we won't be here. However, Saturday, the Mets have a 4:10 game. As of now, I won't be able to live stream that game. Neither the Sunday game. The Sunday game, I believe I can do a little bit of that game. But then the Monday game. Look, it's going to be really tough. The day games, I'm going to give this right now, just before we finish the live stream, because that's my reaction. I'm really impressed with the hitters. I'm really impressed with, you know, how they handled it. And I'm excited. And it's one game. But I was impressed with so much. The only thing I would say, but Bichette struck out 3 times. He just was anxious because he struck out 3 times on pitches that I'm like, ah. But I don't really have nothing bad to say about how impressed I was with the Mets in this game. I'm gonna take a quick look at the Mets schedule really fast. I'm gonna take a quick look. And off the top of my head, I'm going to be able to give you an idea of, you know, what I'm going to be able to do schedule-wise. And this doesn't mean I'm not going to live stream other games, because I will be live streaming other games, other teams. My desire is to do every Mets game. But, for example, okay, let's go with the Mets. So we did the home opener. Tomorrow they're off. Saturday, I don't believe I'll be able to do that game. On on Sunday, they start at 1:40. I will be able to do a part of that game. Not a little bit, maybe a few innings. The next game they play St. Louis. I will be able to do that game. The next day, Tuesday, I won't be able to do that game. Now we're gonna cross into April. Next Wednesday, I will be able to do that game. Then this is where it gets tough. But I believe I'm going to be doing all 3 of these games. All 4 of these games, excuse me. No, 3 of them. Because then Thursday, April 2nd, 9:45 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Friday, 10:15 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Saturday, 9:05 Eastern Time. I could do that game. Sunday, 4:05. That one's going to be the tricky one. They're off the Monday. Then they're back home for some home games. And some of those are going to be tricky. But look, I am going to be here covering the Mets, giving my reactions, giving how I feel for the games. And I am extremely excited. Extremely excited. Let me take a quick look at the comment I got from Star Wars. What a way to start for Schwarber. Let me see what Schwarber did here. Let's see what Schwarber did. Let me go here. Okay. MLB. I'm going to check what Schwarber did really fast. So Kyle Schwarber, I'm guessing he hit a home run. I'm guessing Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. And the summary, it is, yep, Kyle Schwarber home run. Let's look at his home run now so I can react to it, Star Wars. Hold on. I'm going to watch it live and react to it live. Eesh, That's crushed. Crushed to Apo Taco for Schwarber. Let's go for the Phillies. Look, hey, no, let's go for the Phillies. I'm a Mets fan. But hey, folks, it's been an absolute pleasure to be with all of you. I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan for most of all my life, since as long as I can remember, 1998. The Robin Ventura, if that was 1998 or 99. The Robin Ventura walk-off grand slam that turned out to be a single. 99, the Piazza home run to tie the game versus the Braves. 2000, making the World Series against the Yankees, losing. And a lot of hard moments, but I've been a Mets fan, and this is the first time I've ever done this as a Mets fan. Live streaming games. I wish I could do every game. Soon I'm going to be getting paid to do this. Soon. I really believe that. Soon I'm going to get to a point where I will be able to do every Mets game. But for now, I can't. But I hope all of you enjoy. Leave your comments. Leave your feedback. And this is it, folks. Let me finish off with this. Let's go, Mets. Let's get it. Game 1, we're 1-0. And to everybody on TikTok, on Twitch, on YouTube, all of you, let's go, Mets. We're here. Let's make it happen, folks. I'll see all of you on the next live streams, and I hope all of you have a good one. Let's go, Mets.